Hello, everybody, and welcome to part 3 of Once More Unto the Dungeon, Long Pause World. Thank you for coming. Yeah, there you go. This is the conclusion of a semi-related, completely ridiculous 3-part, 2-hour per part adventure set in, well, you'll see. I'm joined by, again, a brand new cast and an empty chair. Maybe there's an invisible cast member, I don't. No, nobody there.
The ghost
of
the specter of Ivan Van Norman.
Yeah. Tragic backstory. So tragic he couldn't be here. But we'll see. If he arrives, we'll sneak him in and we'll keep playing. But I'll let my cast introduce themselves as is tradition. I'll tell you who I am and what we're doing. Let's start down at that end. What's up?
Hi, I'm Trin Garritano, and I am the Games Outreach Lead at Kickstarter, and I am also the co-friend of the Friendshipping Podcast. It's a friendship advice show. It's really great. Go look at it. Friendshippingpodcast.com. The end.
That's very good.
That was great. That was compelling.
Did I do okay?
Yeah,
You were great.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
You were great.
you did
I was
good.
afraid I took too long. Okay.
Hi, I'm Erika Ishii. You may know me from Geek and Sundry. I'm a host and producer there, as well as a voice actor. I'm so thrilled to be here to play games.
Good. I'm glad you're here too. Look at that. It's Matt Colville. Matt?
Hi, I'm Matt Colville. I'm a writer and designer and YouTuber.
Yes.
That's
you
it.
are.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah, thanks everybody. If you don't know already, if you haven't watched any of these, or you don't know this beautiful face, my name is Adam Coble. I'm the co-creator of Dungeon World, which I have to tell you.
The award-winning Dungeon World.
Right, that's right. Award-winning tabletop role-playing game, Dungeon World. Thank you, Matt. And I have to warn you, as I have groups past, this is not going to be very indicative of what Dungeon World is like, but that's okay. We're going to be playing the skimmed-off 2-hour version of it. You can find me usually on twitch.tv/Adam Coble or on Twitter @SkinnyGhost, where I talk about role-playing games, and apparently I hate Dungeons and Dragons.
That's not true.
I love it.
Who
Yeah.
said that about you?
The entire internet.
They're rude.
I know, yeah.
They're rude.
I'm
They're
like,
rude.
maybe we could change inspiration to make it better, and the internet's like, you hate D&D.
Don't listen to them ever.
Oh, I don't. Sometimes I do.
Hey, I gotta say, I'm a big fan of your work as the new character in Critical Role.
Well, I hope you have a good time running the stream by yourself.
It's a good thing. Have you seen him? He's such a good boy.
Yeah, it'd be cool if I could get paid for them using my face. We have this thing called likeness rights. Taliesin. All right. So we're gonna play a role-playing game, or we're gonna play part of a role-playing game. This is the third in a series of ridiculous escapades. I have a few notes from the previous episodes that I will bring into the game. I'll ask you some questions, and I will, for the most part, just let you make up whatever silly bullshit you want, and we'll go on a brief adventure. The first step in going on said adventure is deciding who you are, making characters. This will be very quick. So I need you to choose a class. I'm gonna list them. But before, sorry, have we all played a role-playing game before? Trin, have you played? Yeah, okay.
I'm writing
good.
one.
We've all played some RPGs? All right, good. We had groups where no one has played an RPG.
Oh,
and
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Was it
a
so
whole-
fun?
It was a whole other thing. It always is. Yeah, it was a nightmare, but a good nightmare. Like a dream.
It was a good nightmare. It was a good nightmare.
That's
This
it.
word for that.
Generally
What do they call those?
You can tell the tone and tenor of my life that's the operation there. I'm like, it was a nightmare, but
I
the
only have
good
nightmares.
one.
One of those things.
You're not dying horribly. Okay, cool. So let me list the classes, and then you hear one that you want to play. You can be that one. There can only be one of each class. So if you can't agree, if both people want to be the same class, you can talk about it. You're grown-ups mostly, right? We can figure it out.
We could roll for it too, I guess.
This is also fair. Rock, paper, scissors.
I guess that's less fun than watching you fight over them.
Arm wrestle.
All right, so your options. I'm going to add a new one to the mix this time because we didn't have this before. So you could be a barbarian. The timeline has advanced enough. I have some justification for this. You could be a barbarian. The barbarian in Dungeon World is a character who is driven by their lusts. They want things. They want gold. They want glory. They want muffins. I don't know. You'll be able to figure that out. Maybe you want to be a muffin-thirsty barbarian.
Hashtag relatable.
Yeah, right? You could be a bard, which is singing, dancing, knowing things, being a pompous ass, probably.
It's Ivan.
He's back.
I thought you were dead.
I was dead, but I came back.
He got better.
Well, you're dead now.
Okay. I'm so sorry I'm late.
No, it's all right. It happens. It's cool. We were just introducing. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm the late guy. My name is Ivan.
You're the
The
late,
late Ivan Van
The
Norman.
late
Ivan.
Ivan Van Norman, who is currently resurrected from the dead to come play with good friends here today. So.
How's it going?
I have a question for you, and it's not going to make any sense.
Yes.
Did Andrew WK bring you back from the dead? Have you ever driven a school bus? Because we've been there, and I need somebody that isn't going to be that.
I think it'll be that.
Yeah. So you'll just have to put Andrew on pause for now, if that's the case. All right. So barbarian, bard. If you would like to be a devotee of a god or divine power, you can be a cleric. You can pray for miracles. If you want to worship the powers of nature and shape change into like an antelope or another animal.
A cantaloupe.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You said cantaloupe.
He said cantaloupe, yeah.
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
Well, you cantaloupe.
Well, I don't know about the marriage laws of
Could elope.
ungulates. That's not here or there.
What are you doing after this, Erika?
Figure it out. Okay, all right. So if you want to be a druid that doesn't respect the normal laws of marriage, that's possible.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'll druid.
Do it.
If you want to punch, stab, and or shoot things, you could be a fighter. You could be a paladin if you want to be a self-righteous fighter. You could be a ranger, which is like you were the kid that always wanted to have a pet, but your mom and dad wouldn't let you, and now you only play rangers. That would be a good reason to be a ranger. You could be a thief if you want to steal things. We've had one in both of the last 2 games, so we'll see. Maybe we'll have another thief. And then lastly, a wizard. You can be a wizard,
wizard.
whatever that looks like. So who wants to be what?
I want to be a druid or a paladin. I'm feeling both.
Okay,
Let's
druid
see
or
what
paladin.
other people choose.
That's
see how it
cool.
fixes. Yeah.
Anybody else have opinions?
I'm feeling very hypocritical and self-righteous, so I'm feeling pretty good about a cleric today.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Cleric.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else want to be a cleric? No, we're good. Ivan can be the cleric. Okay.
I'm also late, so I don't mind being last before everyone else has a pick.
It's okay. Stop being so polite. We need to get this shit done.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I'm eyeing a barbarian or a thief.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I want you to smash for muffins.
I kind of do, like, that with the idea of a muffin barbarian.
Yeah.
It's just really appealing to
A
me.
carbohydrate
I don't know how, like,
barbarian.
okay.
That's cool.
A carbarian!
There it is.
There it is. We got there.
There it is. Yeah.
Inspiration!
The thing about doing these things live, you just make a bunch of shitty jokes, and then you land on one, and you're like, there we go. God,
This is who I am.
I wish we had editing. Okay, Matt, what do you want to be?
I don't know. I was thinking like paladin or rogue. So if you want to go paladin, I would go
Druid
rogue.
me.
Yeah, you want to be druid?
Okay, if you're going to be a druid, then I'll be a
Alright, so you're
paladin.
only going to
Let's
need
hit
the front of this character sheet. The
Sounds
back is
great.
irrelevant. And then
I'll take
what
paladin.
would you land? You land on paladin?
Sure, if she's going to go
Oh, thanks.
Druid.
Cool. So we've got the table divided. We've got druid and barbarian, the forces of nature, and then over here
cleric.
we have
Oh.
a cleric
The
and a
forces of
paladin.
good.
So much.
The forces of righteousness.
So I guess then, by definition, nature is not good.
No, not when we're doing it.
Good. Fantastic. Pass that on down there.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So there's a bunch of
We're
stuff
the
on this
nurture
character
side.
There's a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff in this character sheet that may or may not come up, like your stats, for example.
I am the law.
So what I do need you to do is, if you have an option to do so, choose your character's race. So it'll say elf or dwarf or human. Some of you have more options than others. You can go ahead and select.
I
one.
have human or blank.
Yeah, Matt,
Dwarf
your
or
options are you can be a human.
Only humans can be paladins.
Yes,
Got it.
as Gygax
Just
decreed.
yes.
Yeah.
I will, for the sake of human solidarity, also be human.
Excellent. Okay, I have a question
Team
for the
human.
two of you.
Team
Can I-
human. Team human.
I have a question for the two of you.
Yes.
Are you regular size humans or big humans?
What do you think, Bob?
I don't know.
You just have to answer. I'm not going to give you context. I need to know if you're giant humans or regular.
Well, let's be
size.
giant humans.
yeah, I was
I'm
gonna say.
I'm a regular.
Go big or
human
go
all the time.
home. Let's be big
We're
boys.
big, we're big humans.
Yeah.
We're big
bearded,
humans.
big
Yeah.
bearded boys.
We're actually normal humans, just a lot closer than we seem.
Oh, you just stand.
There's a-
Maybe that's
we have the
always
power
been
of
the
perspective.
case.
We use a lot of perspective tricks
Yes,
over this.
exactly.
Mostly standing next to shorter people.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Fantastic. Okay, that must be why they hate halflings so much. They
slightly
reveal it.
triggering.
Got it. Okay, all right. So a paladin and a cleric, both of whom are giant humans. Good to know.
Not like Guinness Book of World Records, giant.
No, I mean there's lots of you. I mean I'm sure there's one of you. Which of the two of you is taller? Which is the bigger? of
He
the
is.
two? Okay, good, fantastic.
By like 6 inches.
Okay, and then I've
Oh
got.
wow. Yeah, I think that's just a giant. I think if you're 6 inches taller than a big human, I think that's just a giant.
Yeah, there you go.
And, yeah, we got a barbarian. Okay, great. All right, so everybody just pick you got your race sorted out. Now you need a name for your character, and you need to know what your character looks like. There are some options. Under the top left corner for look, you can circle or underline. Do you all need writing utensils? Is that a thing? Do you have pens, pencils?
No, I'm a typical nerd. I have arrived with nothing.
Yes.
Okay.
There's
Well,
no
I have
pencil.
one.
I have my expensive dice
Nice.
and nothing else.
That's
I have
more
one
like
more
it.
pen, and the two of you can share it,
Do you
unless
wanna
the
pass
crew
mine?
has
yes,
more
yeah.
writing utensils.
I don't know how.
Hey, thank you, Erika.
Orange.
This
so-
is all Trin.
Okay.
Purple.
Cool. All right. There's another
Oh, thank you.
writing implement.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna choose. Jesus Christ!
What just happened?
Sharpies out of the
It's
sky.
a cowboy
missed us.
miracle. Good. Are we gonna have more
Snatch
things thrown at
missile.
us during the game, or should I be prepared for that? No,
So what are we
no?
circling here with look?
We're either doing thin, knobby, or flabby.
No, yours are different from his. He may not be thin, knobby, or flabby.
Oh,
That's
okay.
He's
Well,
a paladin.
if-
He's
if-
probably,
I get it. So we're picking one of each body.
Yeah,
Okay.
choose one
okay.
of each, circle it, underline it. Did you find the thing?
Hey.
You know where
Yeah,
you're
I
going?
did,
Okay,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
good. Okay, so you fill that out. I will add you to my list here, everybody.
Thin, knobby.
And then we'll build all this stuff up, and then we'll introduce your characters, and we'll do bonds. So yeah, figure out your name and your look. And if you've already done that, if you're a keener, you can figure out your alignment, which is on the right. It is a thing that if you do it, you'll be rewarded.
Oh,
One of your alignments is give Adam money.
deny mercy to a criminal or unbeliever. I'll take that. I'll take 2.
Good, excellent.
Now I gotta come up with a name. Have you guys got names already?
I do. I always, for all my D&D characters, I start with my name, Trin, and then I add like an ending, like
Oh, that's
Trinara
smart.
or whatever.
Right, or like Trintendo Entertainment System.
So, yes. So I'm between
Trinitron.
Trinbecca and Trinlissa right now. So I'm not sure what I
Right,
want to
okay. Sure.
do. It's Trinbecca.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Isn't that the name of a film festival?
It's close. I don't have to pay for the rights. It's fine.
Right.
We're good.
That's the end. Okay. Is there an apostrophe between Trin and Becca?
It's just Trinbecca.
Rebecca.
Are there like any umlauts?
Yeah, let's add an umlaut over one of the C's.
Nice.
Trinbecia? I don't. Okay.
I'm a druid and I'm fluid. I'll accept whatever. No big
She's
deal.
fluid, she's fluid.
Yeah.
And she's got her rhymes down.
I should be the bard.
It's not too
Not
late.
too late to change. I think I'll take a page out of Stan Lee's alliteration manual of superheroes. Because clerics, come on, we basically think we're gods because we serve the gods. So I'll go with, my middle name is Baron with 2 R's. So I'll go with Baron Bomb Bufford.
Wow, you have 3 names.
Good.
I enjoy a good 3-part name.
Nice.
Yes.
Some Tom Bombadil shit going on.
Oh, Tom Bombadil, full of strengths and willows.
You should be the bard.
Tumbly, tumbly,
We should be a party of bards.
Should we just have all been bards?
That would have been cool.
Remind me never to say the words Tom Bombadil around you ever again. I just won't. That's
It's
I've
Pavlovian,
I've
so
learned
don't
my
do
lesson.
it. So.
I want to be the bard. Can I swap? I'm just going to swap everything over to bard. It'll be good.
Swap.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
I'm the worst person alive.
Okay, tear your character sheet in half.
Yes,
Where it
yes,
says
yes.
starting moves.
Oh my god, this is
This is how you multi-class.
Wow. This is how you multi-class in Dungeon World.
There you go. There's the new bottom of your character
Thank
sheet.
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Perfect.
It's fine. Game
This is
design.
just
Game design.
That's how it works. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna just assume everybody has a name and a look. So choose your alignment, and then we'll go through and we'll introduce the characters, in which I will interrogate you about choices you have made about your characters. I don't know any of you well enough to interrogate you about choices you've made in your life, but maybe later.
Watch that stop you.
Yeah, maybe
Oh, we're
later.
getting deep.
Okay, so I'm gonna scratch off Druid here, and I'm gonna write Bard.
Thank you.
Bird.
Okay.
Bird.
Good.
Trin
All right.
Bard Badil.
So let's start with Trinbecca, and while I'm interrogating Trinbecca about the nature of her being a half bard, half druid, you all need to just listen, and when it strikes you to do so, put Trinbecca's name in one or more of your bonds. It's on the right. So they're little statements about what your character thinks about the other characters.
Friendship.
statements of
Friendship.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. They're not all no.
Oh,
Some of them will not be your friend, but that's okay. We're all like your coworkers. You can tolerate each other.
Why does it say I must destroy them? No.
You gotta save it for the end. Okay, all right. So, Trin the Bard, tell us about your character.
so when I was first filling it out to be a druid, I saw hair could be messy, braided, or a furry hood, and I was like, I'm wearing a fursuit. This will be perfect. And then
Okay, hang on a second.
Yeah?
Can we go into some more detail about that? When you say you're wearing a fursuit,
Oh, well, it's like,
You're wearing her
it's not going to be like neon or anything like that. It's going to be a toned down, like, a nice brown, like a caramel balayage kind of situation.
you're not like one of these flamboyant fursuit wearers.
No,
yours is subtle. It's
Trinbecca
artisanal.
is very classy.
Okay, classy
Is
furry.
there's like a tail?
There's a
and
tail.
everything?
Yeah. But I'm between a chipmunk-like tail and like a, you know what? As soon as I said that, that's who I am. I've got a chipmunk-like tail.
Okay. What do they call chipmunk furries? Is you just a furry?
You're
You
just
have
a
special-
furry.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
And when you say it's a suit, like, do we see your face? Do you have like a big mascot head you wear?
No,
or-
I think it's going to be, because it's a hood. So it's going
Right.
to be a hood situation.
So more like a kigurumi than like a fursuit.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what?
Spirit hood.
Let's make this E for everyone, and I am in a kigurumi. Perfect.
Okay. Good.
Fursuits
How
can
was
be for
Coachella
everyone.
this year? Okay, so we got Trinbecca, who wears classy furry PJs, looks like a chipmunk. What underneath your fursona? What species are you?
So I don't know if this changes now that I'm a bard instead, but I was going to be an elf.
Ooh, okay.
So the hood is kind of difficult to wear, what with the ears, but I'm making it work.
Are you an asshole?
No.
Interesting.
I would say that I'm definitely a little aggravating,
Okay.
but I'm not an asshole.
So elves have had a spotty history vis-a-vis ethical
For sure.
behavior. Are you representative of a greater change in elven society, or are you just a weirdo outsider?
I am a weirdo.
So elves are still assholes.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that most elves don't super like me.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
They probably don't. I'll ask them on Twitter later. Okay. All right. So did you start your training or your life as a druid and then change over to become a bard, or what's the deal there?
How about this? I started out in druid training, and they were really, really sick of me really, really fast because I kept doing this. And they're like, maybe.
I was wondering about that. Okay.
Like they're like, maybe it's time for a job change. Maybe like get a new occupation. And so I said yes, and now I'm a bard.
So druid is an occupation now.
I've decided that.
It's not
Yes.
your job.
It's okay. So it's like
I was at druid camp, and they were like, no, thank you.
okay. I'm gonna write down druid camp. That seems important.
It's like Girl Scout camp, but there's like more animals. I don't know.
Okay, Girl Scout camp. Okay, yes, keep talking. That's perfect.
Great.
Okay, all right. So, so you went to Druid camp, but found out that it was not for you.
Not for
Now,
me.
is that a pain point for you, or are you like happy not being a druid?
I think I wished that I could have been a normal druid and like gone
do you
that
still
down that path.
have somewhere your traditional druid shorts?
My traditional druid shorts?
Yeah. Do you have them,
Your
or?
drawers?
My drorts, yes, and it's a skort actually. It's
Okay.
it's a chipmunk fur skort that I wear over my clothes.
Okay, so you still wear it despite not being a druid.
I'm proud of where I came
You get
from,
mistaken
guys.
for a druid a lot, I imagine.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And then I'm like, no, I can't turn into more of an animal than this. You accept me as I am, please.
Right. You just got the one form, and it's elf on the inside, chipmunk on the outside.
That's it.
Got it. Okay. So when you became a bard, did you go to like bardic school? Was there like a formal education there, or did you just learn it from watching YouTube videos? Or
Oh, is there D&D YouTube? Because
there is, if you want there to be.
I would really love to be a self-made bard. That sounds
Okay.
great.
Good.
And I think that I have just like a natural talent of doing it, but I'm super bad at it, and this is who I am.
So on a scale of harmonica to church organ, what instrument do you play?
Clarinet.
A clarinet. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I played that in junior high, so I'm drawing from experience.
So you're a giant chipmunk that plays a clarinet.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. And you taught yourself on Wizard YouTube.
I sure did.
Okay. Good. Fantastic. Okay. Great.
Thank you for guiding me through this.
Yeah, I think we know what we need to know about Trin for now. Cool. All right. Let's talk to our barbarian. What tell us about you?
Hello, I am Starch,
Starch?
the halfling barbarian.
Hold on, Starch.
Starch.
Okay,
That is
perfect.
awesome.
Right.
That's awesome.
You're perfect.
Starch the halfling.
Call me Starch.
Okay, good.
I am built like small brick house. Eyes are crazy. I wear an apron.
Okay, just an apron.
Just an apron.
Oh my God.
Got that. Just halfling blowing in the breeze there. Okay. All right. Small brick house, no pants whatsoever. At all.
Pants would hold me back.
Why the apron?
Oh, it is for protection in kitchen.
Do you work in a kitchen or?
Sometimes I am trying to perfect recipe for the best pie in world.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're trying to get this pie situation sorted out. Okay.
So are you moonlighting as a barbarian or are you moonlighting as a baker?
It is. You can be both. It is. You do. However, it's all one.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so let's help everyone understand what it is that you're thinking right now.
Please.
Okay, so your barbarianness is this something that is intrinsic to you as a person? Are you an outsider among other halflings? Are you like this baker thing? Help me understand your place in the world.
I am both gourmet and gourmand. I travel far afield in search of best pie, whether that means eating or baking. I enjoy baking for others, not so much for myself. I prefer going out to eat, finding pie wherever I can in the world.
Right. Okay. So you're searching the world for pie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. So are you like Trinbecca, an exile of your people? Because people do not like halflings. They have a reputation for being thieves and drunks and having bad mustaches, and and people have not taken well to society. They've been maligned. Are you also that, or have you left like halfling society behind?
This may be true, but I have yearning. I have great yearning in life to share food with world and to partake of food in world, and I'm willing to cross barriers, however strong they may be, to explore.
I'm gonna write down halfling race trader, and that's good. That's fine because you're everybody's favorite halfling because you don't hang out with the other halflings and you have pies. If you don't eat them, I guess, is the problem. So what is your, I feel like the answer is pie, but what is your driving passion? What is the thing that...
Pie or pie-like desserts.
Okay, so like cheesecake?
Cheesecake, is it cheesecake a pie or a cake? Let us open this up.
It has a crust, so...
There's a bottom crust.
Panel.
Right. I think that the crust makes it could go either way. It's like us. They can go either way. It's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Okay. All right, so cheesecake pie, question mark? Good, all right. So the place where the game takes place, in our setting, are you, like you're not from here, you have come here ostensibly in search of pie. What is the one thing that is the most different about this place from like your homeland?
It's just, it is hard not really knowing people. It is hard for me to make friends. It is hard for me to talk to people and not be spat at in the street.
Right, everyone hates halflings and you have no
really
friends.
they do. And it's not fair. But you know, I want to share. I want to share with world, and there is nothing better than to break ice than offering pie.
I have never tried to break ice with a pie, but I guess if it was like a sharp pie maybe, or...
It's usually you just leave it on it and it
Good melt, I see. Okay, right,
the
good.
hot pie.
Ah, right, hot pie. Okay, fantastic. All right, giant human number one. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
I would be an oak tree.
It's our
Okay.
big
Full of
boys
oaks
table.
or willows.
All right, let's talk about your character. So say that name for me again.
Baron Bomb Bufford.
All right, triple B.
BBB. That's what all my friends call me. BBB.
That seems like a lot to say. I'm gonna call you Baron. Okay. So you are a cleric by trade. Are you a member of a long lineage of clerics?
Oh, the generations go back. My entire deity lineage has essentially been passed on from god to god to god. So it's been more of like a passing of the torch.
So it's the year 35.
You're 35.
So
Short lifespans.
short generational jumps, which is good. That's fine.
It's more like a rotating turnstile where someone wants to get like a better title and they go linear or like adjacent.
Okay.
So, you know,
All right.
let's just say that my the position that my deity holds is a bit of a rotating
Okay.
labor pool.
All right. Okay. So does your deity have lots of clerics, or are you like the sole devotee of
That's an
this
excellent
entity?
question. I'm currently working on spec for my deity at the moment.
Right.
So
Pro bono work for God.
for the god.
Just like
this.
the rest of the world.
This gig cleric.
I haven't really
economy.
actually been bestowed clerical powers yet. They've been more kind of loaned to me, assuming that we're going to get more followers in the future. So I'm an aggressive converter.
Okay, good. You got to remind people to smash that piety button.
Hey, fam.
It's your boy Baron, back again with the religious update.
Check out this QR code. It's a great way to get updates on what's currently the current
Coming at
law.
you from GodCon 35. All right, cool. So that's good for you.
It's a great opportunity.
So traditionally among humans in past generations, humans had been named after what their parents intended them to do. Why were your parents so mean to you?
Buffered.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know.
I was thinking Baron.
Baron.
They had a very primitive notion of upward mobility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was one of those how.
Baron's
you
your
know,
actual name, not like a title?
No, Baron's is
No.
Baron von Bufford, and I think it's one of those situations where you have a name that makes you instill class. Like if you wanted to name your kid like Aquafina, you know,
Yeah.
or
Delicious.
Dasani. I think my parents wanted to instill wealth and success. Start by giving me the title.
Right.
Fake it till you make it.
Okay, so their intent is that you become some kind of like gig economy nobility guy, 5-star cleric.
I'm on the pathway up. I got a god who's paying attention to me right now.
Let's talk about God.
Yeah.
What is your God the god of?
Opportunity.
The god of opportunity.
Yes. One could even say maybe luck, because luck is just opportunity plus preparation together.
Okay.
So it's really just about creating, allowing people to be better than themselves by going after it, genitals to the wall.
Okay. All right. God of Givener.
God, yes.
Okay. Cool. And so you are unofficially operating for this god. When you're not out there clericing it up, what do you do with your time? Do you have any hobbies, Baron?
I'd probably say submitting resumes.
Okay.
Browsing the bulletin boards across the various taverns, you know, picking up the appropriate slots, following up on leads. It's probably what I do with my spare time when
Hustling.
I'm not hustling it up.
Closing. Drinking coffee.
Bufford's a closer.
Wearing suits. Okay. How's that going for you?
It's okay.
I'm gonna put down not great. I'm hearing you say not great. I can hear it in your tone. Okay, so you're an underemployed cleric named after a noble title, who's working for the God of Opportunity but hasn't had many yourself. Sounds good. I can see why you became an adventurer. Yes. I can see why you're doing this side thing.
It makes sense to me.
Okay, cool. So I have a question about your god's relationship with other gods. How does your god feel about Cowboy Valhalla?
Cowboy Valhalla? Well, is Cowboy Valhalla popular right
Yes, cowboyism is the current religion of the realm.
now? Then it is all on board.
Okay,
moment.
all right, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Cowboyism is the religion of, it's like the official religion.
Yes, Cowboyism.
Cowboyism.
Yes, there was an event in the semi-recent past during which the heavens opened up and the ghost of John Wayne rode in on his 8-legged horse and converted the elves. It's a whole thing.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Does that mean like on his devotees are they pilgrims?
Yes, they are precisely.
Oh my God, that was so
you
good.
understand. Are you also a cowboyist?
It is fascinating to me. I'm just getting into it.
It's not the religion of your people,
No,
but you
no.
understand that it's around. Okay.
I would even go so far as to say, as my God is dedicated to trying to ride the coattails of cowboyism.
Does
a
your
bit.
God have a name?
That is a
Phil.
you know what? It's
Sorry.
Phil's a great one. Yeah.
Cool. Good.
I'm having a.
You shouldn't listen to me. That's a terrible idea.
So you would say that your life as a cleric is your Phil calling?
Phil calling is Phil is a call to adventure. So call to opportunity.
All right.
Also, Phil's got the best corner office right now. So
Nice. Yeah. Okay. So Phil, a friend of Cowboy Valhalla.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You could say he's a bit of a cowboy bootlicker.
Right. Excellent. Okay. Sounds like a great god. He sounds like a really cool bootlicker. Okay. All right. I'm gonna make a note that this note about bootlicker is not you. It's your god.
Yes.
It's not me.
No, I prepared the tongue for licking. That's what I do. So.
Noted. Okay, all right. Well, I mean, we have another religious character down the end. We have our paladin,
Yes.
who is also a giant human.
Yes, but not as giant as
not
the,
as-
slightly less giant than
Yeah.
the other human.
Yeah, still qualifies. What is your character's name,
A Durgan.
Matt? Durgan.
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
Yes, a devotee of cowboyism.
Oh yeah.
I am
okay.
huge into cowboyism.
Okay, a cowboyist paladin.
In fact, it is my mission to convert this cleric of the god of Phil, the god of opportunity, into cowboyism.
Do you wear like spurs and chaps?
I do, yes.
Oh, hot.
I do, yes. Yes, I was a gardener, and I was run over by a horse. I was run over by
a
a
holy
cowboy.
event.
It was a holy event, and he left a giant hoof print on my forehead. And
man.
I woke up and saw the light, and I
The
was like,
holy
that
mark-
cowboy.
Yeah, the holy mark of silver. I like it.
Yes.
Okay. Run down.
I was a terrible gardener, but I'm a middlingly good paladin of. Who is the god of cowboyism?
I think cowboyism
Is it John Wayne?
It's a broad pantheon. John Wayne sits upon his throne, looking down on the earth. But there are many other famous cowboys.
Am I about to play a paladin of John Wayne? Is that what's about to
Yeah,
happen?
I mean, if you go straight to the source, if you believe in the All-Father John Wayne,
Do I get to pick which John Wayne? Can it be John Wayne for the Quiet Man?
it can be
I
any
think that would
John.
be better.
Listen,
That's a good
listen,
freaking movie.
It's a great.
John Wayne has a broad catalog from which to choose. There is a gentle John Wayne. There is a stoic John Wayne.
Yeah, all right.
I'm all for fistful of dollars. John
Yeah,
Wayne
right.
At this
See,
point.
okay, good. So you were marked by
Jimbo
your
John
trampling,
Wayne.
and you were a devotee of John Wayne. Okay. So part of your job as a paladin is to smite unbelievers.
Correct.
Tell me about
farmers, I guess, right?
I was gonna-
Is that
tell me
are
about
those
it.
not the cowboys and the farmer and the cowboy cannot be friends?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's an enemy of your religion is
I guess.
like landowning peasants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the cow we need to be free to graze, and they get uppity when we
Right.
want to. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Agriculture is a waste of
It
land.
is. It is. Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Should only be used for meat preparing
I'm
livestock.
trying to think of like what a cowboy would be in opposition to.
I like it. Yeah. Cool. All right. Anti-agriculture, probably pro-colonialism, I guess. Or-
Pro-colonialism.
That's just one aspect of cowboyism. It's fine.
Manifest destiny.
Yeah, cowboyism. You may not know it because cowboys are often stoked, but there is a splinter branch of cowboyism that is devoted to partying.
Oh, those guys are infidels.
Yeah, they've
No.
built saloons all over the place. Many elves have converted to the party heresy of cowboyism
that
as a
has to be
result of the
stamped out.
destruction of Elven Wizard University.
Okay, all right.
Some years ago. And so your people have taken to
That is antithetical to the true John Wayne cowboyism.
right, yeah.
No,
the
cowboys do not
stoicism.
party.
That's right.
Cowboys do not build saloons. This heresy must be stamped out.
Okay, good. All right, anti-party heresy. Good. I like it. Fantastic. So tell me about the last infidel defiler that you smote.
He was a bartender,
Okay.
and I was just trying to get a drink, and he started preaching at me, and he belonged to this heresy, and he built this saloon, and I went a little crazy. I saw red. I don't know what happened,
Okay. All right. So you.
but I smote him mightily.
Okay. You killed the bartender for like I guess inviting you
I don't
to
think
a
I
party.
killed him. I think I just made him really unhappy.
I mean, did you check to see if he was still alive? Or?
He was making noises. He might have lived.
Yeah,
he might have lived.
maybe alive. Okay.
I'm
what
a
was
merciful
this?
cowboy.
Did this bartender have a name?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Did you?
Borgat. He was a dwarf.
Oh, interesting. We haven't seen any dwarves yet. Okay, Borgat the dwarf, thought to be dead, but probably still alive.
But how's the bar looking?
I trashed the bar. Yeah. Well, I saw it as like a church to this heresy, and I was like, no, this will not stand.
Okay,
No.
good.
No one will have fun here.
Good.
No.
Perfect paladin.
No.
No fun allowed.
No, none.
Okay, great. Good. So hopefully all of you have enough information about these characters to fill out your bonds if you haven't already.
What is name of paladin?
Durgan. D-U-R-G-A-N. Durgan.
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 Yeah. Durgan, disciple of mighty John Wayne
Yes.
on his throne of Marlboros.
Yes. Yes. My only goal is to smoke myself into an early death.
Yeah. That's a pretty funny mental image. I like that. All right, let's do bonds. So, Trinbecca,
Yes,
are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. Would you read your bonds? Read
So-
the first one, then we'll talk about it.
So interestingly, because I switched from druid to a bard, my bonds are all the druid bonds.
Yep,
So,
they
okay,
totally
cool.
are.
So the spirits spoke to me of a great danger that follows Durgan.
Is it lung cancer or?
It's a lung cancer. It's a lung cancer.
It's just tar, like it's like
Yeah,
lung
tar buildup. But yeah, what do you know of that danger? Like, is that what it is? You're concerned about his health?
So I feel like I'm just getting like bad vibes off of him right now. Like I'm still figuring out what the
Getting
deal
bad
is.
vibes off of the guy that kills people for wanting to have
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Yeah, and he smells like cigarette smoke,
Smoky
and it's
hair.
just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's a lot
And leather.
happening here, and I'm just like something not quite,
Okay. All right. So great danger follows Durgan.
Fertile, yeah.
and it's possibly cancer. Okay,
Right.
and then the next
Maybe
one
cancer.
is I have showed Starch a secret rite of the land.
Oh, a secret light. Okay, what was that secret?
It's like a
rite?
dance, probably. You know, like I'm a bard. It's like something. It's like I forgot it. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay,
We've bonded.
So I'm gonna write down that Macarena is a nature goddess.
It is. She's
rites and
very
ritual.
powerful.
Okay, so Macarena, and so what does this rite do? Does it honor Macarena in her heavenly lair, or?
It's a way I feel of like for a fruitful harvest, you know, and because Starch is Starch is so into muffins and such. I feel like I would like her to have all of the benefits of my people.
Excellent. Okay, so Macarena, you can honor her with this harvest dance.
Yes.
That will help you in creating foodstuffs.
Indeed.
But yeah, cowboyism, not about that. Macarena is a peasant goddess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
She was briefly in the top 40 of goddesses, but we've all tried to forget her since then.
wait until you see the goddess of the chicken dance.
Right.
So,
yeah.
and then Big Boy BBB has tasted my blood and I his.
Damn.
Somebody had to go there, guys, but we are
Okay.
bound by it. I want to say this happened on accident.
How do you accidentally get each other's blood in your mouth?
Well, so I imagine that perhaps we have a history previous to this of adventuring together. We got into some kind of fight. Somebody said something ill-advised about my chipmunk tail.
Right.
And Big Boy BBB was like, how dare you terrorize my chipmunk friend?
Don't do
and
that.
Then,
Don't do that, my chipmunk girl.
there we
Don't
go.
do this.
Yeah, we're bros.
Okay.
Big
All right.
bros with BBB.
So why is it that you are bound together by this accidental blood splattering in the mouth medical disaster?
So we both thought it was really gross.
Uh-huh.
And that's about it. We were just like, whoa.
It was more one of those spittle situations where, because there was
Wasn't
blood in
good.
our mouths for undisclosed reasons later, it's like it kind of accidentally spittled it on each other.
That's so gross. Like
It's
you're
rough.
Yeah, it
your
is.
blood.
I
You were
agree.
talking really loud.
Yeah.
And it got in your mouth, and then you did it to him.
It
Like,
wasn't
But
great.
there's a little accidental mouth blood between friends.
Oh boy. Okay.
And now we're super tight, you know?
Okay. I don't even. I'm just gonna write gross and forget
Spit
that
take
ever
blood
happened.
bond.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
We both would prefer to forget about it.
Okay. Good. Well, now I'm definitely gonna bring it up. Okay. All right. So there is some kind of like magical bond between the two of you, the bond of shame and disgust.
Yes. It's regret.
Yeah, regret for letting that happen, but who knows? Maybe it'll happen again. Okay, great. Are those your bonds? Good. Fantastic. All right. Starch.
Baron is puny and foolish, but amusing to me.
Okay. All right. Do you know that she feels this way, or?
I feel like she's probably thrown it in my face constantly. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
one
You
of
don't
those-
make any effort. To
No, he is a funny big man. I like him.
I'm using this because I'm hoping this is a great foundation laying so that I can, slip those flyers for my god. At
Right.
some
If they're
point.
laughing at you, maybe you can convert them to laughing with you. Sure.
You gotta break the ice somehow, and usually it's over pie. So
Okay. All right. So you think he's a giant buffoon?
Very, very good,
Okay.
very
What else
good.
you got?
Durgan's ways are strange and confusing. Parties is always good.
Right. Okay. Now, have you told Durgan this, that you were confused by the stoicism of cowboyism?
When Starch thinks something, Starch say something.
Right. No internal monologue. Okay. Now, is that just you? Because I feel like other halflings have had a similar problem.
It is how we express ourselves in where I come from. If we think something, we say something, and it's for those who are listening. If that is not amenable to them, then why you not say something when you think something? It's weird. Why do you have thoughts inside head?
I really like how you're wavering between Russian and caveman. It's really good.
It's really good.
Sometimes you're a secret KGB agent, and other times you're Bam Bam.
I like it.
I love it.
I'm on
Can be
board.
both. I am sure that in Russia they have cavemen. They have,
I mean, at one point,
At
it wasn't.
one point,
it wasn't
no.
Russia, but no, it's good. I love it. Keep doing it. Okay, so you have no ability to. It's a common.
Self-censor.
Yeah, no ability to keep your thoughts to yourself, which I'm sure will go great for you. And you've been expressing these thoughts to your party. Okay. Do you have other bonds?
Trin Becca is always getting into trouble. I must protect her from herself.
True.
What is this trouble? What does this trouble?
It
look
is the
like?
dancing. It is very good, but others do not like it.
Well, and it's just like how you say things when you think them. When I get a dance in my hips, I dance it.
Exactly. That is very good.
Dancing trouble. Okay. All right. So
I'm trouble.
we're footloose now. Okay, so you need to protect your friend Trin Becca.
Nobody
from-
puts Trin Becca in corner.
Right. Bam. All right, good. Fantastic. Are those all your bonds?
Yes.
Yeah, you're good? Okay, fantastic.
So, perfectly to make this clear, real quick, Big Boy BBB is where it's at.
Oh, yeah,
now.
right.
We're keeping that.
Yes.
I'm owning Big Boy BBB right
Big boy
now.
BBB, bro.
BBB.
Good boy.
BBB boy.
All right.
So, and with that, again, I feel like this is already, we're all kind of sitting in the same places with our bonds here at the moment because my bond is Starch has insulted my deity. I do not trust them, but I put on a good face about it because, Big Boy BBB is everybody's friends. We got to make sure, that we're on a good place. And I laugh, you insult me to my face, but that's right. The duck off the water's back. We're all cool, brother.
Why are you suddenly Italian and from Chicago?
Yeah, no, it's good.
We got to make some adjustments.
I don't want to gloss over the whole duck off a water's back thing. That's even better. Now I'm just imagining like trying to fight a water elemental by throwing ducks at it. And just bounce off because you haven't heard the phrase.
Yeah, Big Boy BBB is pretty good at mixing up his analogies a little bit, Mostly because he's talking before he's thinking. Good example right there.
Right, you learned from
we've
your
learned.
halfling barbarian friend.
In that way, we share a common bond. But at this point, I'm cool with being called a buffoon. It's not a buffoon. That was
Big boy BBB
Big Boy
buffoon.
BBB.
And I think everything is okay because you say it is okay.
And with that, I believe Durgan is a good faithful person. I mean, what man doesn't ride a horse, smoke Marlboros, and can't be trusted? You know?
What could be more trustworthy?
Nothing. Nothing could be more trustworthy. So I almost look up to Durgan as a bit of a...
Even though I'm shorter.
Well, I mean, you're on a horse, I assume.
That's true.
In this mental image of you.
He's in fact, this man is everything I want to be right now. So I'll do everything I can in order to impress Durgan, so that maybe at some point I'll be accepted into cowboyism. Until then, I'll be dealing with my spec job with my spec god at the moment. So, and then on that, Trin Becca is in constant danger. I must keep them safe.
So there's two people. So far we have agreement that you're in constant right. It's that Macarena heresy. Yeah. Okay.
And I think that's because there's a little bit of a big boy BBB is totally anxious and insecure around Trin Becca. See, it already is all aflutter.
Right.
And it just basically is he's overcompensating constantly to make sure that she's taken care of to a point where it comes off as arrogant.
Okay.
Is it the chipmunk suit that's impressing you?
It's all about the chipmunk suit.
Thanks.
Are chipmunks
You
like? Do they have a different
rockets.
context in this world than ours? 'Cause
Oh no. Wait,
they're just-
is there a thing around
I don't know.
chipmunks?
Is there?
I just like them, and I feel like I have similar teeth.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Got it.
Spirit animal.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So you're gonna try and keep
I'm sorry.
keep this one safe.
Last
know?
one. And I am working on converting everybody to my faith, but unless a better deal comes along.
I like that. That's a good hack. Writing everybody in one of your bonds.
Everybody.
It's nice. Good clericing. You did it. Okay. Cool. So you're an insufferable proselytizer. Cool. Good for this like demigod of opportunity that serves at the hand of John Wayne on his holy throne of smokes.
His holy throne of smokes.
Yeah. Let's talk about your character. Give me your bonds.
All right, so Durgan's bonds are, first of all, Big Boy BBB, or as I call him, B5, has stood by me in battle and can be trusted completely.
Nice.
This has been proven many times.
Who did the two of you battle together?
A halfling army.
An entire army, just the two of
Just
you.
the two of us. Well, they were very small.
I was saying it was an army
They
of
were very
4.
small.
We could have fought one giant or an army of halflings.
It was
and
a
we picked army of
halfling.
halflings.
His name was Armin.
Okay.
It was a very, we tell the story, people get so confused.
A halfling whose name was Army.
Like Army Hammer with an IE at the
Exactly.
end. Yeah.
A-R-M-I-E.
Army.
I'm into it.
Perfect. Okay. So hold on. We got to
okay.
talk about this halfling army situation. So why were you fighting this halfling named Army?
I think because, I don't know, it's a good question. They said something offensive. I offered them a smoke, and they said, those things will kill you. And I'm like, you
said, "I'll
die. What did you say?
That's an intense but excellent overreaction. Like, those things will kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Okay.
I just
Good.
think, what would Clint Eastwood do?
All right. So killed by the two of you. You get your friend to help you kill this.
I gotta back up my bro Durgan.
Okay.
You're like, oh, we're doing this? Okay, fine.
All right. So big boy and Durgan murdered a halfling named Army. Okay. Good. Rip.
Drawn and
This is
quartered.
getting better and better.
Okay. Great. Good. Continue, please.
Let's see. I think Starch is a brave soul, and I have much to learn from our resident cook. Specifically, how to cook, I think would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So this is like a cookie kind of situation where you're like, they can make food, and
Yes.
that's cool, and I can
That's
learn that.
like magical. It's
Okay.
amazing to me.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. Because John Wayne never made food for himself in his life. Okay. Perfect.
Actually, sidebar, I think it was John Wayne that fell asleep in Formosa Cafe one night, like at a late night party, and they just let him sleep there all night. And then when they came in, he was like making eggs on the stove.
He learned it from a halfling barbarian.
Probably.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Cool. So you want to learn the culinary arts?
Yes.
From this one.
Yeah, well, it would be very handy when you're out on the road.
Have you
on your
started?
horse.
Have you started training Durgan?
Absolutely, he is good pupil.
Yeah, but terrible at it. Terrible cook.
Okay. Good.
No idea what she's talking about.
Fantastic. Okay. Cool. Do you have any other bonds?
I do. I think I respect Trin's dancing beliefs, but I hope that someday she will stop
Never.
and see the true way. So I have cigarettes I carry with me all the time, hoping that she will smoke and give up on this party lifestyle and forsake Macarena
Right now, I've got Mambo number 5 playing in my head.
Okay.
Nice.
It's one of the 5 canons of Mambo.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
I'm hoping we don't get to
It
Mambo
is like the
number 6.
begat section of
Yeah,
Holy
I was gonna say
Scripture where you name names.
once you get to Mambo 666, the world ends.
Things get rough from
The
there.
ritual is complete.
Yeah, exactly.
Mambo will rise
It's a
from
very
the sea.
long.
Mambo, the dark god Mambo will come.
It's a very long
Hey,
list
Mambo.
of demon names that are laid out. Good, I like that. I'm gonna have a new appreciation for that song now, knowing that it's an apocalyptic litany.
So it's
It's actually the summoning, right?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. When he finally finishes, all of those named women will rise from hell and destroy the earth. Okay, cool. I'm gonna write that down. They're the bad guy
The
now.
sirens.
Okay, cool. And is that your last one?
I think so, yeah.
Perfect. All right. So the group of you, the only thing that is necessary really from this point is that we know that you are, if not friends, at least allies in some shared situation. And I think in this case, the situation is likely around this continuation of the litany of Mambo and the Macarena cult. Now, are you a Trin,
Yeah.
I know you know the rites, but do you believe in Macarenaism in your heart, or?
You believe it.
You know, I'm Macarena agnostic at this point. Like, you know, I'm pretty young. I just got into this whole thing. Like, it's part of my culture. It's like how I was raised Catholic, but I don't go to church. You know, I'm like a Christmas and Easter
Macarenism.
bard or whatever. Yeah.
I keep forgetting you're a bard.
Right? I got a lot going on over here.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, so I think then you would be at least a little plugged in. You get the newsletter
Yes.
from the Macarenaist Agronomy Collective, and you have found out that they are planning some kind of like ritual. You got an original email that referred to like a dark ritual, but then you got another email that was like, please disregard the former email. It's a festival of light. Like, and there's some changes, and it was like, you know, dear subservient worshiper, and then you actually got the email with your name. There was a problem. They apologized for it on the Facebook group.
I understand. I get Tribeca a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So you've received like word of this pending ritual. It is happening, of course, out on the range.
Out on the range.
Yeah, it's
On the
happening.
holy range.
Happening out on the range. The deer and the antelope have all been slain, and they have made room for words of discouragement.
But seldom is heard.
Yeah. Well, now though, they're going to open the maw of hell, and words of discouragement will be heard across the land. But they're planning on.
As according to the prophecy.
According to the prophecy, exactly. So they're planning on performing Mambo number 6, the next iteration in the litany of Hell's agricultural division, out on the range, and this is a cause for consternation for you.
I'm consternated.
Yeah.
You have to dance in a
I have
consternated
pride that
fashion.
can help with that.
Yeah,
Thank
right.
you.
So, I mean, where have you gathered your friends to inform them of this pending apocalypse?
Well, I feel like I would want them in my home, and at this point, like I'm between worlds, you know, and I just have a nice yurt.
Okay, it's your own. You own a yurt.
Yeah.
Okay, where's your yurt set up?
In a nice forest by a dance club.
A nice forest by a dance. What kind of dance club? Is it like a goth dance club or like a?
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They have those? Bring me.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a forest, and your yurt is next to. I don't know. What's a good name for like a goth dance club in a fantasy?
How about the Dark Woods?
Right. Perfect. Yeah. The Dark Woods. Okay.
You're so good at this game.
All right. So the Dark Woods.
I'm right. I know that he doesn't like you dancing, but I just want to watch you dance.
Yeah, it's an elven goth nightclub next to the forest in which you have your yurt. You're like probably in the parking lot.
Oh, I'm sorry I keep on hitting my mic with my. I call this dance the party fingers. Party over here, party over there, party over here, and party down there. Keep going.
It's very confusing if you want to know where the party is.
Yeah, I mean, it's because the
It's a
party
way of
is
saying
us.
party is everywhere.
That
Party
sounds like
is
heresy to me.
It is. It
party
absolutely
is all around us. In the air we breathe, the food we eat.
Starch,
So offensive to me.
I really like you.
I like you too.
Okay, so the two of you are in this cramped, probably kind of sweaty yurt.
Yes.
You can hear the low end of the other end of the parking lot, Goth's nightclub. Yeah, swooning away,
Yeah.
very faintly in the background of the shot. And when we fade in, are you just like dancing in the middle of the yurt?
I'm always gently dancing,
Right.
and I think I'm on a moderate hip swing at this point. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And so you're there, you're in the yurt. What are you doing when we kind of fade in on this introductory scene? We get a little vignette of everybody. What are you doing?
Does yurt have any amenities, or is yurt is?
It's BYOA. Bring your own amenities.
Oh, I see. Well, I am probably teaching Durgan. I'm telling him what measuring cups is.
I just remembered.
Trying to convert between
I
different
just
systems.
remembered you're only wearing an apron.
You would do well to remember it at all times. Think of it in your head. Think of it in your head.
I'm gonna try not to.
Starch, how about this? I heard you were coming over, so I Amazon primed an Instant Pot for you, so you can take care of yourself.
You know
Is
the
that-
Amazons?
I was gonna say that's
They are
the
very
thing where
quick.
Yeah, oh yeah.
that's the thing where warrior women deliver cheap shit
Yeah.
to you. Got it.
It's the best.
Cool.
This is fantastic.
Cool. Literal Amazon Prime. She's a giant robot. Okay, so the two of you are you're cooking over a fire in the yurt. That explains why the yurt's so sweaty. And so you're showing him how to you get some measuring cups, and we got a pot going over the fire. Okay, big boy.
Big
what
boy
are you up
BBB's
to?
just watching Trin with the moves, and he's kind of sorting through a couple of loose items that he's got in a pouch somewhere as he's thinking about it. And he's trying to make sure that Durgan doesn't see him, but he slides over. He's like, "I got the B12 shots." He lays out a couple of potion bars that are just good for energy all day, all night dancing.
Good for dancing.
So, good for dancing. And again, try to play two sides here. But then they also have a little bit of a paper wrapped around it with a twine that's got the latest.
Listen, we know what drugs look like. You don't have to keep
No, but I'm saying it's got flyerage attached to it as well too. So what's going on? So I kind of slide it up and pop it in her pocket as well too.
Thanks, B5.
Okay,
I've
so-
got the B12.
So you have news of this dangerous ritual that's about to be performed. That you've gathered your friends here. It's not just here to fill up your yurt and make them watch you dance.
That's usually what we do together, but yeah. So guys, we got some BS going down, and you know how I don't like to use swear words, but I'm gonna say it's BS.
Harsh language.
Yeah. Honestly, I got overtaken by the groove, and I don't remember most of the details. But the truth be told, now that you're here, let's all take care of this together, yeah?
Well, what are we taking care of then, huh?
Adam, help! Really, literally, I forgot because I've been overtaken by the groove.
All right. Well, so I mean, as far as you understand it, there's a colony of Macarena-ists.
Yes.
Who have set up a farm.
Yes.
And plan to harvest the dark seeds of hell.
Yes.
From the earth.
Yes.
Which is going to be bad.
No, that's not good.
Yeah.
I
And
said
know
that
about
to you guys.
Good. Anyone else want me to play their character?
Thanks.
No problem. I got you.
Durgan,
Yes.
that doesn't sound good at all.
No.
Do you say
They must be smote mightily.
I say we ride out into that Macarena Head and we just ride until we crush, and then we ride some more.
Starch enjoys this Macarena harvest dance. It is attractive to members of all sexes, but Starch agrees that it must be stopped.
All right. Let's.
Where do you know? Hey, do you happen to know where this Macarena shindig's going down, by the way?
It is 4 fields hence yonder, eastward.
Yeah, and when you say that, we get the sort of crossfade to an opening, like an establishing shot of a bunch of, I guess, trumpet-wielding cultist types. They have dark cloaks, they have their sacred trumpets, and some of them are beginning the tilling of the fields. We can see they have dug a large pit in the center of the range, which they call their Macarena.
The Macarena. The Macarena.
I don't want to smite them anymore. That's a really good pun.
Yeah, right? It's not a real arena, it's just a Macarena.
Well, when they're done.
So they've constructed their sacrificial pit. They're beginning to sow these seeds, and we can see them ominously preparing their ritual. But they are some distance away from where you are. So there will be a journey between here and thence.
Yes.
What can we expect from these cultists?
Really sweet moves.
That's a great question.
I
mean,
hate those so much.
It sounds like you might be a little conflicted at this point between sweet moves and dishonest piety.
So, like, I can respect their moves while disrespecting their piety. You know, like, it's like game respects game, guys.
Starch, they keep saying pie, and it's getting distracting for you. Think about pie and tea. It's
Tea with pie.
She likes both those things a lot.
It
Well-
has been an hour since pies happened. Well, I have some that we can take along for our journey. I have nowhere to put them though, so somebody else can
I
carry
have
them.
no pockets. I just have aprons.
yeah. I would not trust a pie that appeared out of nowhere from this one. So
I'll take a pie and wrap it with more flyers and put it in the bag.
okay. I mean, do you want to make some pie with your paladin friend before you head out?
Yes.
Do you want to do that?
Let us make
okay.
some
Let's
pie.
do, let's do
100%.
like a team pie.
Especially if there's
Yes.
a way to put tobacco in the pie.
Team
That's
pie.
great.
Well,
I keep waiting for the step where we add the tobacco.
that's my favorite pie. It's a leather and chaw pie.
And whiskey. A bit of whiskey.
Nice.
Whiskey and
Whiskey's on the
tobacco
side.
pie.
It's a chew pie.
Yeah, exactly.
Chew
yeah.
pie.
Chew
You
pie.
don't eat the pie, you just jam it in your mouth and just leave it there for a while.
Then you got the pie spit. So
Well,
I'm holding the pie spit right now.
first we
pie.
follow recipes that
Yes.
are traditional, and then we improvise. We can learn to improvise later.
Okay, well let's have you roll to see how good these pies are. So you are going to lead the pie, or do you want to let your paladin friend be in charge and you're just going to help?
I shall supervise.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what
Does it-
ability score do we think is appropriate for making pie? I think dexterity probably.
Really? Not like int or wisdom? Is it
You
a
can't make a pie with your feelings, Matt.
But what about
what about my intelligence? Like, which is do we have stats?
I'll give you stats. Just hold on.
I
Okay.
feel like it's strength. I mean, you're going to be rolling
Strength?
a rolling pin,
Strength?
you know.
You're gonna strong arm a pie into existence.
I'm gonna beat the hell out of this pie.
Okay, sure. If strength is how you make pies, that's
It's
great.
how I make
Okay.
pies.
So there's a list.
It is the way that I teach him.
Yes,
It is the
correct,
only way
yeah.
I know.
You're a
Yes,
barbarian.
It makes perfect
so-
sense to me.
Okay.
yes.
Get the air out.
Okay, so you have a list of stats up above your little stat blocks there. You'll see there's some numbers.
Oh.
Pick one to serve as your strength. Cross it off and then just fill it in on the strength section. You can see them right above in little italics,
Yeah, I think
right
I'll
up
put
here,
16 in here.
where it says assign these scores. But just pick one for strength. We're gonna just give you stats as you need them.
Yeah, it's little.
Yeah, it's just little. The options are 16, 15, 13, 12, 9, or 8. How strong are you?
16.
Okay, write that down.
I did.
Okay, now get 2 six-sided dice. Just steal them from
here,
steal them from Ivan here. There's a big bag.
There's a whole bag of
Okay.
dice.
I have one.
Why don't I take your dice?
Here is a big bag.
Thank you.
All right, so you're gonna need to do the same. Do you have 2 six-sided dice?
One.
Barbarian.
What is this? There's a aquarium.
Tiny plastic.
There's a
dragon.
snowman.
Tiny plastic.
Yeah, you know what? Reach into that bag and just roll whatever you find in there. I don't care. Hey. Cool.
That didn't
You
count.
need to roll a scorpion. Yeah, it bites you. You are dead. Also, go to the hospital.
Am I
right
adding my strength bonus to this roll?
Yes.
Then I got an 8.
So you got an 8.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's the tiny ones you have to worry about.
So, the mechanisms in this game, the way they work, the core rule, there are other rules, I promise. The game isn't this thick and only has the one dumb rule we keep using. You're going to roll 2 six-sided dice. You're going to add or subtract a number. Usually it's a stat. It might be something else in case you're checking to see if your shorts are still intact. And you'll get 1 of 3 results. You'll either get a 6 or lower, which means you goofed and something bad will happen. If you get a 10 or higher, you did great, and you get a little added bonus or an opportunity on top of that. Most of the time, though, you're going to get a 7 and 9, which means you'll get the thing you want if you're willing to pay the price or deal with the complication. So, right now you're looking at 8, but you can help. How many bonds do you have with this one?
Oh, I have one.
Okay, so you're going to roll 2d6 and you're going to add 1.
7.
Okay, so you have an 8. All right, so it does not help that much. The 2 of you both get a moderate success. So I'm going to let you both pick an ingredient that goes into this pie that you will eat later. So
Well,
what did
I've already picked mine.
You've managed to slip some.
There's tobacco in this pie.
Is this like tobacco like leaves, or do you just break open a cigarette and dump it in the
Oh
pie?
no, I've got a whole supply. I've got tons of tobacco.
Loose
So-
leaf
I
roll my
tobacco.
own- Yeah.
I don't want to be the one that has to point out the nature, the hypocritical nature of your religion. But where did that tobacco get grown?
I don't know. I think we raided. That's a good question. Actually, we summoned tobacco elementals. And
Oh, good. Tobacco elementals.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Only if we have been, pious.
Pious.
Do they? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
cool.
very farm to table, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, so you have some remnants of a tobacco elemental
Yes.
that you've crumbled up and put in this
How-
pie.
where else does tobacco come from?
Perfect.
As far as I know.
The elemental plane of bad ideas.
The elemental tomato tobacco.
Cool. Okay. Good. All right. Tobacco elemental plane. Got it. Okay. So this is a sacred creature.
It's a sacrament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sacred creature.
Yeah.
Is it like dried and like
Oh, yeah.
crumbled in?
Yep.
Or okay.
Yes.
Do you say a few words or?
I call out to John Wayne and Clint Eastwood and another
name of-
cowboy who I can't
I was
think
just
of.
saying the
Winona
name of-
Earp.
In the name.
Yeah,
of,
the Wyatt Earp,
In
yeah.
the name of the John and the Clint and the Joe Camel.
Yes, sure, yes. Joe Campbell.
All right. Who's the
John,
cowboy?
Joe, and Clint.
Okay, so you've added this to the pie. What is your contribution?
I add meat.
Meat, like just did you summon a meat elemental or?
Where else does meat come from?
Right, good. Elementals of literally anything.
This is so gross.
I'm glad nobody here is a wizard, though I guess you could pray for an opportunity elemental.
I'm ready for it. I've
A
seen
luck
it happen.
Yeah,
You know?
Elon Musk shows up.
Oh
He gives you a submarine and fucks off into space. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
You give me Tesla shares.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, great. Good. So you have meat that you add to this pie. So it's a meat and tobacco pie.
This is delicious.
Yeah, a classic.
Sustaining
classic-
for journey.
Classic ration of the road. Okay. Does anyone else have anything they want to do to prepare
I'd like to
for your journey?
I'd like to check in with my god real quick, just to get permission to go.
Okay. All right. And what does that look like?
It looks like calling up, getting voicemail.
Do you have like a Bluetooth like ear?
It's actually my my holy symbol.
Uh-huh.
Is just a small like runic that has a small gemstone sticking out like
Okay.
this.
Cool.
So
yes.
So I tap
Okay.
my runic symbol,
Okay.
and it like vibrates against my ear for a moment, and I expectedly get my god's voicemail, or at least his
Okay.
pre-canned message.
Yeah, I mean he has a personal assistant, right? Well, let's see if your God's personal assistant is too busy to answer a call
Okay,
from you.
thank you.
Let's have you roll. We'll roll with your wisdom.
With my wisdom.
Yeah, 2d6.
Which I
plus
get to
your
pick,
wisdom.
so.
Yeah, which you can now assign.
My wisdom, my wisdom. Well, I'm not gonna meta this a little bit, so I'm gonna say still working
Yes,
on
no,
things.
definitely play by the rules and keep everyone deeply immersed. Make all your characters' decisions,
So
statically.
I'll put a 13 as
Okay.
my wisdom.
All right, cool.
You know.
All right, so 13 is gonna give you a +1. We'll see
So
how
give
you
me a
do.
+1. So 2d6. 11.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. So I think you actually just straight up get through to Phil. I think so. So everyone sees now. Are these folks? I mean, you two are busy with the pie,
Yeah.
but Trimbecca, has she seen you commune with your god before?
I would think.
We've tasted one another's blood. I have seen his god.
Actually, I try to make a big deal about talking to Phil, or at least, especially when I don't get Phil, at least making it seem like I got Phil.
Right.
So
It's
playing
like his
up a- playing
famous
up a big
friend.
game. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
playing up a big game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you show any evidence of surprise when Phil picks up?
Oh, absolutely. So,
Okay.
oh hey Phil, hey man, how's it going?
Hey, buddy, straight shooter, big guy. How you doing?
Oh, great. Hey, I'm just checking in real quick. We've got some word that there's some Macarena stuff going down. I just want to make sure it's cool if I take a few hours off to go, smoke some fools.
Hey man, are you maximizing your integers? You
Yeah.
synergizing your
No,
talent
integers
spheres?
are great, dude. I got like 4 conversions in today. It's great. You got the prayers, right?
You follow up on those leads Cynthia gave you?
Yeah, and the best news is that I've got at least 1 or 2 who seem totally down.
All right, man. Well, I gotta go take these meetings on my yacht, so.
Okay, cool, Phil. Hey, you know what? And you know, anytime you need anything, man, especially if you want like cocktails or stuff served up on that yacht, I'm around, yo. Okay.
He's already hung up on you.
Thanks, Phil.
Phil does not allow anyone else to have the last word in these conversations over holy.
We don't know that. You may still be talking to Phil.
No, I'm
Yes.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Phil approves. You know, as long as you get that paper.
Okay, done. I'll
As
make
the ancient ones say.
Great.
Okay.
It is said that Peebs' friends do not like him. We like him, though. I wonder if it hurts him, though. Sometimes I wonder these things.
We can all
Right,
use
but no
some
internal
therapy
monologue.
here.
You're just talking to yourself. I see. Okay, so you have the approval of your god?
I have the approval of my god.
Okay.
So, hey guys, good news. We can totally go do this.
Yeah,
Great.
you could probably even expense some of it too.
Oh yes.
That would-
So
you'd
this
be okay.
this smoting's, it's on Phil, man. We're gonna make this work. So let's
Okay.
go spread the good word of Phil and kick some butt.
So do you need to do anything to prepare?
I probably need to stretch a little bit.
How's your clarinet?
Well, I need to get. You know how they have the little rag on a stick that you put through it so that all the spit gets all cleaned up.
I'm
No?
not a
band geek?
clarinetist. I didn't know
Cool.
that, but
That's
that
a
sounds
thing.
gross.
Yeah. It is nasty.
Got
Also,
some of Baron's blood in there by accident somehow. I don't
it's
know.
yeah. And then I have
Did they
a.
keep happening, or was it just the once?
I assume it's just his blood, and it's around.
We're blood bound. It's a thing.
Yeah.
So I have to. So when you play clarinet, there's a reed in it, and so I got to put it in my mouth and suck on it to loosen it. This is a real thing. I don't know if you guys play woodwinds. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a
So I
clarinet
just
guy,
kind
no?
of stretching and I'm sucking on my reed, and I'm doing great.
Good. Okay. Fantastic.
Starch feels things. It is very adorable what is happening right
This is
now.
very adorable.
Hi,
I'm having a hard time too.
I'm a chipmunk.
So this is the rest of the show. Just keep doing that. It's-
Okay, you got it. Keep going, guys. I'm ready.
So I'll go up to the flap of the yurt and
The yurt flap.
lift it up, and then so the doom doom dooms, you can hear it.
Right.
There's a little
yes.
more.
So outside, there is a cluster of 3 or 4 elves smoking clove cigarettes, and they look disdainfully at you as you emerge from your parking lot yurt.
Hey man, how do we feel about cloves?
I'm opposed to them.
You're opposed?
Yes.
Do we do something about
Yes,
it?
they're the false tobacco.
Okay.
They're smoking by
So
the heresy.
I walk up to all 3 of them and I snap each one of the cloves out of their mouths and I put them down on the ground and I pull out Marlboros and give them 3 other ones.
Oh, you're so awesome.
So
Okay.
And I'm like, high five.
Well, let's see how these goth elves take your affronters behavior as you snatch their very expensive, pretentious cigarettes from their mouths. Let's have you roll with your charisma. Roll
Sounds
to
great.
defy danger with your charisma.
I'm
the
gonna
danger is
put 16
goth
in
scorn.
charisma.
That's actually one of their names. Lord Gothscorn. Yeah. Lady Raven Talonblood.
Looking at a.
Dark Prince X.
Exactly, yeah.
5.
No, that's different. That's the gamer elves. He's XX Sephiroth, Harsh Tokes, 420, Headshot, 360, XX.
Looking at a solid 7.
I am there to back him up. I am
Yeah,
there.
I'm
I am
sorry.
glowering, daring these elves
Okay.
not to smoke.
So
the true
you will
cigarettes.
not. You can't get him to attend from where he's at, but you
Okay.
can be ready to jump in.
Ready to
and
jump in.
actually, you can roll to defend him. You could roll to be ready to do that.
I'm down.
Let's have you roll with your Constitution.
Let's see. I think my con is going to be my third best stat, which
Okay.
is 13 plus 1. 1, 3. I put a plus 1 here. What is that? 6, 7, 8.
Okay. All right. So you're ready. It will cost both of you if this turns into a fracas. But you see Lord Gothscorn. Are you familiar with this elf? Have you had truck with him?
Yeah, we were supposed to meet up for coffee so I could talk about Phil a little bit to him, but he didn't show up. And I called him a few times to follow up.
It's one thing Goths love. It's business opportunity.
It's multi-level marketing.
I actually think this is how White Wolf got started.
I told him to bring his checkbook, but
Right.
he didn't
Okay.
show up. So.
All right. So you've had dealings with him before.
Yeah.
What reason does he have to not immediately descend on you with his full
goth wrath?
energy? Yeah.
Yeah. It's because the reason he would not just descend fully upon me is because I did it with such a smile on my face, and the marble that I pulled up, it was like it didn't even leave his mouth. It was just
you're so good at this.
just so good,
Your
just
smoothness.
the sleight of hand.
Okay,
It's like
all right.
he didn't even miss a puff.
Okay, all right. So there's an admiring sigh from Lady Raven Talon Blood Skull Death, and she kind of like makes a sound of approval, and then he's thinking about getting in your face, but he does not.
Okay.
That's right.
And he just kind of like looks down his long
I give
elvish
him like a
nose
little
at
like,
you.
and then I walk back to the dirt. And all the friends. So,
Okay, all right.
Smoking is cool, kids.
Yeah, do you have spurs all the time?
Yes.
Okay, so you jingle away.
Yes, I jingle, jangle, jingle. In
Okay,
fact.
excellent. All right. So the three of them, as you go, they mutter scornfully at your back, but it doesn't escalate.
Okay.
Yeah, they say mean things about you in an affected German accent. So while they're making friends, what are the two of you doing? You've left. You're getting ready to go. Do you have like a means of conveyance, or is this going to be a walking journey to the Macarena compound?
It is but 4 fields hence, no?
Yeah, it's only
Okay.
eastward.
We can walk. Well, it's too much trouble to call a horse and have them come, because by the time that they get to us, it's
Yeah, horse
sometimes-
Uber is bullshit.
Yeah,
Horse Uber.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Uber horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big horses.
All right, so you're gonna walk. All right, so you're gonna set out on a perilous journey. So I need 3 of you to serve roles during this journey of several hours. Someone needs to keep track of the food. Someone needs to be. I think probably
That would
that's
be
you.
me.
So you're gonna be the quartermaster. You're gonna manage the pies, the disgusting meat and tobacco pie.
Disgusting. How dare you, sir?
It is first attempt, and then it is very solid.
Yes, literally salt.
That's what
I
I
give
want.
it
It's like a
solid C+, B-.
It's good to eat solid food now because afterwards you won't be able to. Okay, all right. So you're gonna be the quartermaster. Someone can scout ahead and like keep an eye out for like ambush or
Oh,
danger.
I'm on it. Initiative. Always
Okay.
taking the front line.
Right, so you'll volunteer for that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then someone else needs to make sure you don't get lost on the
Oh,
way.
I feel like I would know the fields.
Okay.
Hence.
Right, the field tents. That's what they're called now. Okay. All right. Good. So on your way to the Macarena compound, everybody who has a job to do, you're gonna roll and you're gonna add your wisdom.
boy.
So that just leaves old John Wayne here to look tough and cool.
Yeah, that's my job.
Oh boy.
Get the sun right in your craggy face.
Are we night or at sunset as far as like lighthood goes?
I really don't care. So
Okay, great.
whatever you prefer.
Well, I just wanted to see if it was truly glistening.
Yes. Yeah. I imagine it's always the golden hour when the paladin is around.
Yes.
Yeah. If you have to ask, it's whatever makes him look the best. The sun moves actually as soon as you ask because.
God damn, it's
it too-
awesome.
It's like a Marvel commercial, basically,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the time.
The
around me.
sun
That's a special
also
ability I have.
respects John Wayne's mighty power.
So, hey,
Yeah, it
man,
does.
when do I get to meet John?
Soon. He's on his way.
All right, cool.
We call that the Junpocalypse. Soon John Wayne will
He is
come.
one of 4 horsemen, yes?
Yeah, he's all 4 horsemen actually. The 4 Waynes of the apocalypse. John, and Gretzky? I guess. Okay, so let's talk about what you got. So what did you
10.
are scouting for danger. All right, so if there is any danger, you will get the drop on it. You will be able to outfox them if that is the case. Okay, how are we doing with the food? How'd you do on your roll?
Nobody wants to eat tobacco meat pie. I got the 3.
False.
You have 3? Okay. Well, you failed your roll, so you get an experience point. So mark that you have experience. Okay, I'm going to roll randomly, see who the pie poisoned.
Oh, God, it's going to be me.
I'm
But
an herbivore. It
Before I
wouldn't be
do
me.
that, meat is a vegetable.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It is from an elemental.
Tobacco.
Elementals.
elite.
As long as it's free range.
Elemental.
Yeah. What did you get on yours for guiding people?
I got a 5.
A 5. Good. You're lost. Someone is poisoned. But hey, if there's any danger, you got the jump on it. Okay. So
Danger, that is not us.
Let me see. Okay. So.
We are greatest danger to ourselves.
It looks like you, my friend, ate the poison pie.
I'm an initiative self-starter,
Yeah.
and it hurts right now. Man.
Can I lay on hands to...
Yeah. So like, we stop. Have you admitted that you're lost
No,
in
I'm
this
still trying to
open
get.
field?
I'm trying to get
It's
GPS
open
signal
field.
still.
Okay.
I left my glasses back at the yurt, and things are just going poorly all around for me.
Good. Okay. So you're lost and you're out in the field. You've stopped for food. and anyone who wanted to eat has a chance to do so. But the big boy over here, it's not going so good.
Oh, guys. Okay. I'm getting the meat sweats a little bit. Can we sit down for a moment? Because
the meat and I ate tobacco.
the meat and tobacco sweats are hitting me.
Yeah, it's an acquired
Man,
taste.
The John
It's
Wayne's.
my least favorite Arby's burger.
It's not. It's the cowboyism's not flowing through me really well right now. I think I need to sit down.
All right, so he's looking weak, kind of sweaty here in the perpetual twilight. He's got a farmer's effect about him. He's not doing so hot. It sounds like you had something you wanted to
I have
do.
lay on hands.
Yeah,
I would be happy to help.
Yeah? Okay.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah, do you want to read what lay on hands
When
is?
you touch someone, skin to skin, and pray for their well-being, I will pray to Clint Eastwood. Okay. Roll charisma. On 10 plus, I heal 1d8 damage, or remove 1 disease.
Okay. All right.
6 and 4 is 10 plus 1 is 11.
Nice. Okay. So you get the full effects.
You're feeling lucky, punk.
Well, man, those cowboyisms do know how to clear a body up. Whew.
So I mean, the question is, you can cure a disease, right?
Yes.
And an affliction or whatever. So you are sick, but does he have any other diseases that you have any other diseases you should know about that maybe you
while
want
I'm
to
here,
clear
is
first?
there anything else we can check off the
He
list?
becomes aware of your besides the disease of your rampant capitalism. Besides that
Can you
one.
cure multi-level marketing?
I've been wanting
If so.
Well, I've been wanting to take care of the skin tag for a while.
Okay, all right. So you have a choice. You can either make him feel better, or you can perform divine minor cosmetic surgery.
I think divine minor cosmetic surgery.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Damn it.
Great, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're still nauseated.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can,
That's fine.
You can
It's
pick,
still toughen
pick
him
one
up.
of pick one of the. So all of your stats will have a little checkbox next to them that reflect one of the you're either weak or
Yeah.
sick. Pick one of those, check it, and tell us which one.
I think
you
I'll
picked.
take the one that says sick on it.
Okay, so you're gonna be literally sick. Okay, so until you have a chance to cure that, but hey, you're looking great.
I got distracted.
No
with the skin
scar,
tag, Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally exfoliated.
Good
totally-
job.
Dude.
Yeah, good.
It's always rubbing against me in my sleep. Thanks.
All right. So these two are laying hands on each other, and while that's
We
going
watch.
on, okay. So you're watching. Good, fantastic. It's a moment. It's good, and then it's gone. It's over. The moment has passed. So you're feeling
It was
terrible.
nice.
Terrible.
You're feeling terrible, but,
no
you look,
ambushes.
but you look great.
No
you haven't been ambushed yet. You're lost in an open field somehow. It's because the light is in your eyes because it's just hanging at eye level. Yeah, you want to try to regain your bearings, or
Do we think we're lost?
that's a good question.
So.
Well, can we help her?
I guess you look to her. Not now. You look to her like, hey, where are we gonna go? And what do you say? What do you do?
I don't know. Things are fine and we're good. We're just lost irredeemably.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Everyone gets lost.
Yeah. I'm trying. I'm
It's
trying.
what must be expected from Trinbecca.
I-
But it's fine. We find our way.
So. Yeah, I could call Phil. Maybe Phil knows
Yeah, call
what's
Phil.
up. Yeah. Can I call Phil?
Yeah, you want to pray to Phil for
I'll
guidance?
pray to Phil for divine guidance.
Okay. All right. Let's have you make that roll.
All right. Wisdom again?
Yes.
An 11.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Phil will guide you to the promised land.
Okay.
So I think that you call Phil, and his assistant checks the map for you
Cool.
and imparts to you the directions.
Sam, thanks, man.
But he also warns you that you have wandered into an area that is dangerous. There are some giant savage humanoids in this vicinity. They have captured a castle they call Holdfist, and it is in some nearby hills. And you have to be on guard. There may be dark fist giants in this area.
That sounds cool. Let's go there.
I mean, yes, that could be a thing. They're not cowboys though. They worship an ancient slug god.
Ancient slug god. That's the
Yeah.
best kind of slug god.
Yeah. It goes back all the way to the year 22.
Yeah,
or something.
so Sam says that there's a Holdfist castle, I guess, somewhere close to here. But we know where the fields are now for the Macarena. So,
Thanks.
Well, what are we thinking, gang? Holdfist? Macarena?
I feel like we should go straight to the Macarening.
Macarena.
The mock arena, yes.
No.
Yes. How about you, Starch?
As tempting as castle is, I must hold that we go to party.
We're on a mission.
All right. Okay. So you're gonna try to skirt the hold fist territory.
Oh, it's on the way.
Yeah,
Like
you're like kind of in their territory. They've been known to wander this area, and you can avoid them, or you can try to avoid them by heading towards Phil's divine GPS direction.
I think the plan is to follow the roadmap.
Okay.
So dotted line. I've written it down on my scrolls. So
Good.
Step-by-step directions.
Share your divine blackberry. Phil still.
It's actually just a printout. I wasn't issued the
Right,
divine
okay,
blackberry.
You don't have a company card.
I haven't
either.
gotten it there yet.
Yeah.
And when I said we're expensing this trip earlier, I'm really putting on my personal account, and then I'll
submit your receipts.
Submit my receipts
to
later.
Phil.
So.
Good. That's how religion works.
That's the ritual.
Okay.
It's the ritual of recoup. So
Yes.
I actually think that would be a pretty good ritual. Like you have to go to a little box and like admit all of your things you bought.
Yes.
It's a confession box.
Yeah, it's a confessional where they just demand
It's
more
tithing.
details.
It's a tithing box.
And then
So I
I
spent-
ate at McDonald's again.
Again, I spent $60 on an Uber.
I'm sorry, Susan.
here's my frosty receipt.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. All right. So you can safely navigate this territory. If somebody gets you back on track, which you've done, you've got directions.
We're gonna bypass the
Yeah.
whole fast.
Can we see this hold fast castle as we go past
It's hold fist.
it? Hold fist?
And yes, you can. If you look up into the hills, you see an enormous glowing castle in the shape of a fist. It has
named.
two white fingers and two black fingers and
Okay.
a gray thumb, and it just emerges ominously from the hills.
Nice.
Yeah, it goes way back. It's an ancient castle.
I think I saw this on the cover of a Judges Guild product.
I think so too. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So you continue on your way, and we crossfade to the great open pit and the milling about of these Macarena cultists. You feel the innate sense of disgust that you do
Yes.
every time you set foot on cultivated land.
Yes.
So you step out of nature's bounty and onto this tilled field. You see the hateful lines scrawled out. Maybe you can see an old woman planting seeds.
This place disgusts me.
Yeah, in the field. And then somewhere in the distance, you can see the outline architecture around. There's like the cranes they have for digging their Macarena. And as always, you can hear.
Are they dipping cranes or are they looking for worms?
No, they've hired these cranes. They're contractors.
Their contract.
Wait, so the cranes are the ones operating the shoveling? Or how,
Yes,
how
yeah,
would
they're-
the crane,
they-
would the crane hold a shovel in peak? Or
Yeah, they have
with
special
talons?
shovels that they use to dig.
They're beak
Yeah.
attachments.
Yeah, it's fine. That's a thing.
It's a thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you and because of your role, you're kind of out in the grassland, and they have not. This old woman is the only Macarenist around that you can see.
Durgan, I got this.
All
Don't
right.
beat him up yet. We gotta
I
make
really
sure.
want to.
I know, but let's just make sure we know that we're in the right place, and we don't get a surprise. This old woman gets the word out on the Macarenus. We could have a whole, dance party onto us. Which
They keep saying party like it's not a bad word.
Right. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
I'll have a whole dance party onto us. So, let me try this out.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to the old woman.
Okay. So you step out of the grasses and you walk over towards this old woman. Are the three of you just like hiding in the grass?
We wait for now. He
Yeah.
say he have a plan.
Okay. All right. So you're crouched down in the grasses, and
I'm
yeah.
watching.
Okay. So you stride forth. The old woman stops and looks up.
Hey, how's it going?
She looks at you and she's like, "Stop!"
Oh, good. Yeah. Stop. I'm stopping.
Who are you?
We're just looking for the check-in booth. Coming into the.
She like squints with her old lady eyes and looks around. We who?
Oh well, me and my compatriots. We just want to make sure that our names are on the list for checking in for the ritual.
Is there something wrong with your brain?
He looks back at us and we all
I look back at the group. Oh yeah. No, everything's great with my brain.
She nods and she says, "Good. I'm planting seeds."
I can see. Good seeds.
She nods. Yes.
Yes. Are you ready to?
He is making fool of himself. You are making fool of yourself.
So I don't know if you can see this, but there's some pelvic thrusting under the table.
Let's see it. Let's
Ready
see it.
to
Not
go?
bad. Yeah.
What's
Downtown?
So you're going to thrust your pelvis at her and invite the old woman downtown.
As is traditional.
And Trinbecca's
I'm
looking
trying
at him
to.
and like
I'm trying to do the
nodding.
right.
Like, good moves, buddy. If you want any more of my blood, let me know. Keep going.
Well, let's see. Your intent here is to have her accept you as one of their own.
Macarenas.
Well, yeah.
I'm trying to check in at the check-in station and just
Now,
make
you never learned the sacred rite
No,
of
I
the
didn't.
Macarena.
I am
like
flubbing
these
it.
two did. So yeah, there's dire consequences if you fail this. So let's have you make a dexterity roll
Awesome.
to see if you can perform the ritual of welcoming.
Let's make
and
this
not just make her think that you want intimate relations with her. Which she'd probably be down for.
I'm just gonna make this interesting and put a 12 in it because I don't feel like Big Boy BBB
Okay.
has got
So
a
you
lot
got
of
a 0?
decks. So that would be -1 and an 8, so a 7.
7. Okay, a qualified success at a cost or price.
How about my dignity?
I think she looks back and there is a slovenly looking hut at the edge of this field. And she grins and nods at you as you wiggle your pelvis in the twilight. And she says, the ritual is closed to outsiders. But I could use another husband.
You should do it as best you ever get.
Take one
We
for
wish
the
you
team.
well.
But we're not outsiders. We're actually just running a little late. But
She sneers at you and she says, "No, I can tell by the width of your tie that you are a disciple of Phil."
kind of like adjust the knot a little bit. What's it gonna take, lady?
She looks back at your pelvis. She's got X-ray vision, I guess. And she says, "We will perform the husbanding."
I will look back at the group.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take one for the team. You're gonna have to take one for the team.
Look back at the old woman and goes, all right.
Okay,
You gotta do
all
what
right.
you gotta do.
So you follow the old woman back to her tent where you have the husbanding performed upon you. First, you are bathed by her other many husbands. You are enrobed in a husband's robe.
I hang the tie outside of the door so Phil doesn't know.
Yeah,
Starch wonders what is happening to Friend right now. Starch likes to imagine. All is fun.
I want to make friends with this old woman. She seems down as hell.
So do we see him taken into some other hut?
you see him go into the
Is this
slovenly
our
hut.
chance to kind of sneak past? The...
Yeah, it might
Yeah.
well be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, while he's being husbanded relentlessly over and over again,
Yeah,
why don't we
definitely.
get,
Yeah.
past the guard?
She has cleric husbandry as a skill in her sheet.
Yes. Just
Okay.
husband.
All right. So the three of you just want to sneak in.
We'll give it a shot.
Okay. All right.
Starch Betsy of
So everyone here, you notice you sneak past this outer field towards getting closer and closer towards the Macarena, and you can hear they're practicing. There's the sounds of these cultists practicing their ritual, preparing
What does it sound like?
for Mambo number 6. You know what the Macarena sounds like.
I don't remember it that well.
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
know. Right?
honest.
I've tried to block it out. So as they prepare for Mambo number 6, they are mostly busy. But everyone around here is wearing the same cultist robes and pork pie hats. And so you will stand out if anyone looks at you,
We need to find someone.
even as you sneak up.
Well, okay.
So you'll have to either find a disguise or find some other way to obfuscate yourselves, or just start killing people.
I
You
look like a
squirrel.
chipmunk.
Yeah, chipmunk.
Yeah, so I
Sorry,
just-
Jesus, I almost called you a squirrel.
Jeez, rude.
I'm sorry.
And I just pull my hood a little bit down, and I get down to the ground, and they have no idea what I am.
Okay, yeah.
Neither do
But
we.
I'm jamming.
Neither does anyone else. Yeah. Okay, so what's the end goal for your dirt wiggling here?
Well, so I feel like what we need to do is to prevent the seeding of the ground, right? So I'm a chipmunk, herbivore. I think I could collect up the seeds and just eat them.
Okay, yeah,
That seems right?
that's a thing you could try to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to try to sabotage this part of the ritual.
Yes.
By
Blending
consuming
in as a woodland creature.
an
Yes.
enormous woodland creature.
Just
yes.
big.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You can begin rooting through the earth for these already planted seeds and eating them. Good. Okay.
Would this be a charisma roll?
Definitely not. No.
Definitely not.
It would be a Constitution roll.
Oh,
It is
boy.
a test of bodily endurance.
That's not good.
Yeah. Let's have you roll to see if you can,
borrow
if
yours?
you can
Thanks.
consume all
This is
these
gonna
seeds
go
and sabotage the
bad.
growing.
Oh, I rolled a 2 and then I have a -1. This is not going
no,
well.
That's
No,
not good.
no.
All right, so before you even have a chance, so you've kind of observed the situation, but before you have a chance to do anything, this one goes all pancake and starts eating the seeds, and then you hear a shout from one of the guards nearby, one of the cultists, who sees you and says, "Holy shit, it's a giant chipmunk, kill it." And so then you see some crossbow bolts land in the field, and you can see at a brief distance, you can see a group of these cultists in their hats and their robes,
They're pork pie hats.
yeah, holding crossbows, and they've definitely spotted you. What do you do?
Am I still being?
You're being husbanded.
Okay,
Don't
okay,
just-
got it. Just check it.
I'll tell them to hold their fire because this is the sacred chipmunk summoned by the Macarena ritual. The ritual is working.
You're going to tell them
Yes.
that this is a sacred.
I'm going to
chipmunk.
try a bluff like this is what did you expect to happen when you perform this ritual?
Okay.
Of course you would summon a giant chipmunk.
Right, but you are wearing the vestments of the Church of Cowboyism, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, I don't
It's going
think.
to be tough to bluff.
I don't
this.
even think you're gonna have a chance. I think they just shoot you with a crossbow.
Okay, fair enough.
So instead of bluffing, you take 2 damage,
Okay, all right, all right.
which is like getting to do what you want. You're gonna need hit points.
Well, that's your point of view.
It's your Constitution.
Okay.
Plus whatever. There's a little heart. This is hit points. And it'll say the number you add to your Constitution.
10 plus Constitution.
Yeah. So what's your Constitution?
13.
Okay, so you have 23
Awesome.
minus the 2 damage you just took.
Got it.
All right.
Ow!
Yeah, an appropriate response.
Yeah.
So you're getting shot. That's what you're doing. You're laying on the ground trying to eat seeds.
I'll probably
What
be
would you
sorry.
like to do?
So Starch sees little squirrel friend getting shot at and goes and dives and tries to roll into cover, into
In
trenches
this
of
open
trenches.
field?
Yes. There's irrigation ditches. No.
Okay, so you'd like to roll your friend into an
Grab-
irrigation ditch.
and
Okay,
then
all right.
grab and
Well, let's see
roll.
if you're fast enough. Roll your dexterity.
6.
A 6? Okay, no, you are not. You also get hit with a crossbow. You will take 3 damage. So yeah, they're just filling you full of holes.
Cool, good.
Yeah, it's not a good situation.
No.
Yeah. So what is everybody gonna do? You've been shot. I think that you see actually you're gonna see Durgan, one of them running towards an enormous, I guess trombone maybe, a sentry trombone that he's gonna go and blow to alert the camp. That
Well, that guy's got to be
defilers have
stopped. I'm going to
arrived.
call out to B5 if he can hear us
Okay.
in the tent and let him know that the action is on.
Yo, he knows the action song.
Yes.
He is aware. Okay, so what do you just shout wordlessly or?
I'll call for B5 and say, stop fooling around with that old lady. We need you.
Okay.
Be right there.
Okay.
I'm big exfoliated.
Yeah, you're in the early phases of preparation for the husbanding. But things seem to have gone south before you were ready for them to go south. And and you hear your friends calling for help.
Well, I think at this point, whatever successful done I had, I'm gonna just mentally reprimand myself for having to leave a great opportunity because this is actually way better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
And
Got
but
a nice little spa going on here.
Hey guys, sorry man, I gotta go real quick. I'll be back though, like in an hour.
One of the husbands says, "Thou canst interrupt the husbanding once the husbanding hath begun."
Well, here's the deal though. I'm double booked. So I got my friends right now, but I'll tell you what here. Here's my card. And just
shoot me a text so I got you in the system, and I will be right back as soon as I finish this meeting. All right? So, and then I kind of like take my long johns or my underwear, and I fold them up and put them on there as like collateral. And then I bolt out through the door.
Right.
So,
Wearing nothing.
I guess I didn't
It's
specify.
good. It's good.
You were in the midst of
Looking
being
good,
whole
BBB.
body
Whole body
exfoliated. So,
exfoliated.
yeah, prepared.
Well,
for
then
the
you know what I'll
ritual.
do is I'll just leave. I'll make sure to at least grab my boots.
Right, you want to die with your boots on.
Yeah,
As John
absolutely.
Wayne.
I approve. I completely approve. Yeah.
Okay,
Socks and boots.
great.
And head back
Yeah,
out.
you want your feet to chafe. You got to put your socks on first. Okay, all right. So you rush out nudely into
Noodly.
Yeah, you nudely rush forth into the field where you see your friends pinned down near but not in an irrigation ditch. And then you see 3 of these angry Macarena cultists firing crossbows at you as a fourth runs for the signal trombone.
Yeah, and we need to handle that as
Yes.
Durgan had said. So I think this is fair, and it literally says this on the sheet. You draw unwelcome attention or put yourself in a spot.
It is an option for when you cast a spell.
Yes.
If something happens, would you like to cast a
I
spell?
think I would like to cast a spell.
Okay. Do you not need your sacred earpiece to cast spells?
I mean,
Does
even though
Phil, does Phil teach that the power comes from within?
it's after you read his book.
That's his book.
That's the name of Phil's book, The Power Within.
The power within.
Yeah.
All right. So
Phil.
I will. Since I don't have my sacred earpiece with me, I will channel the power of Phil's book as it has touched me inside.
Do you do some sort of humming and
Yeah. Usually it involves cocaine, but you don't have time for that right now. And it's still in your pocket and back in your suit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I'll cast a spell to hopefully at least get the attention, since I don't see anything that's going to drop him on the floor.
Sure. I mean, you normally this game has like lists of spells and stuff. We don't have time for that shit. So you just tell me.
Is there a backside?
No, ignore the backside.
Oh, okay.
Tell me what you want the spell to do, and then we'll roll. And we'll
I
see what
want
happens.
to drop him on the floor, whether it's disable him, kill him, or at least get his attention so that he doesn't hit the signal trumpet in time.
Okay, this is an unspecific request for Phil, but okay.
Unspecific request. Okay, fine. I'll tell you what. I want
Phil
to.
loves specificity.
So I'm
Phil wants
asking.
to know what your
I'm asking
deliverables are.
Phil
Uh-huh.
to take a moment to hear an entire presentation of why he should accept Phil into
nice.
his
You're
heart.
enrolling him in like a timeshare
No,
conversation.
I'm trying to.
and he freezes. And he
I
has to
want
hear
to
it.
convince him
Okay.
at least that right now, like if he puts a little bit of time into Phil, he's going to get a long-term return in the future, and he should come to our
This
side.
is a one-time opportunity.
One-time
Yeah,
opportunity.
perfect, okay.
I'm going to call the spell one-time
One-time opportunity.
opportunity.
I like it. That is good. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's have you roll with your wisdom, the wisdom of the Phil within.
11.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Yes, you get exactly what you want. He stops mid-run and drops to his knees, transfixed by the business that he could be transacting, and his whole mind is filled with boats and supermodels.
He
and
sees
beer
the diagram.
commercials.
He knows that it works.
Yes,
right?
he's understanding.
All he has to do is just convince his friends to enroll into the process.
That's right. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. He sees the pyramid before him. Okay. Great. All right. So you're safe from the alarm. What did you had something you want to do?
no? No. There's no chance of alarm being sounded.
I mean, not by this guy. There are people
Well-
still shooting at you with crossbows.
All right.
You're sort of pinned down in the field.
So I still have my clarinet. Oh, are you doing
Yes.
anything? Do a thing.
Well, can I
Anyone
move
can go.
towards? Can I move towards trumpet and get there?
Uh,
or trombone and get there imminently.
Yeah. You wanna crawl off of your prone friend.
I crawl up and I say, "Stay here."
Will do.
Okay. Do you want to get up and run for it,
I
or
do.
do you want to crawl? You're gonna
I
run
do.
for it. Okay. So let's see if you get hit by another crossbow bolt as you do that. So you get up and you run for the sentry trombone. You're gonna roll 2d6 and you're gonna add your dexterity.
Also for the Herculean appetites,
Yep.
if I go towards either mortal pleasures or pure destruction, I do 1d6 and 1d8.
Yeah. So
Do I do
so
now?
your intention here is to
It's
destroy.
destruction.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's not just pie that you love. Where is this destructive urge coming from? How is this different? The pie.
In order to create, sometimes you must destroy. We use strength to build our pies. We use strength to build our friendships. We use strength to destroy those that would stand in the way of our pies and our friendships.
I like it. That's good. That's good. You can't make a pie without breaking a few trombones.
As it is written.
Yeah. Ducks
That
off
is what they say.
Yeah, ducks off a water's back.
Is 8.
You got an 8?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I think you can get to the trombone, but you will take another hit on your way there. So you take 2 more damage, and you continue towards the trombone. So you reach this, it's this big, enormous brass instrument sticking up off of a wooden platform with a comically tiny mouthpiece at the end. And then I guess probably some kind of crank to work the slide. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't thinking when I said it was a trombone. It's fine. It's giant. Probably made for a larger creature, repurposed for these guys.
It's a silly instrument.
It really is. So you run over, and what do you want to do?
I would like to tear it down and then break it.
Yeah, just tear it asunder. Okay. Before you have a chance to do that, while you're running over, what are you doing, Cowboy?
I want to charge the guys to cross. Now that we've got him back
you
in the
just
group,
wanna,
I want to charge
get in there and scatter
I
those
assume
dudes?
as a paladin, I don't have any kind of ranged attack. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, you might have guns.
Oh, I have guns.
I don't see why not. It seems like
Cowboy.
Crossbows versus guns. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
I
draw.
mean,
Yeah.
Seems like a fair fight.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna draw on these.
You
guys.
hear a faint whistling in the distance. Yeah. Suddenly there's a clock tower.
In fact, I think I have to whistle that before I shoot.
Yeah.
That's part.
Right.
The guns
Yeah.
don't work otherwise.
So you feel.
With the battle cry of your god, do you feel lucky?
Yeah.
Do you feel lucky? But
So
yes.
you feel the familiar weight of your divine 6-shooters on your hips.
Absolutely.
And these guys are firing crossbow bolts at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna skin that smoke wagon.
Okay. That's right. You see you envision up in the clouds above you, John Wayne looking down, and he tips his Stetson to you.
Oh, I'm blessed. Of course.
And then you
Yes, I cannot miss.
and then you blast these fools. Okay, so is your intent you want to just like 3 shots, just drop all 3 of them?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Unfortunately, this is probably not going to be strength.
No, it's gonna be your
my
dexterity.
guns do not work based on my strength.
You
so
have guns for that too, but
Okay,
these are the
stand
other
by.
kind of guns.
stand by. Then I don't think I get a bonus to this. This is a
Long
12.
justice.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
This is just a straight roll then.
Okay.
And I rolled an 8.
You got an 8?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I think you can do it. You get what you want. You get to shoot
so-
all 3 of them. But you'll take another hit in the process.
Okay,
so
fair enough. So
I
now I
think
have 3
before
damage.
you shoot, you know how these things go, right? You wait, there's the music,
Oh,
the
yeah.
sun in your eyes. It takes forever to go back and forth
Yeah.
between you. 10 or 15 minutes pass. Finally, someone draws the gun. But they don't know that, and they've shot you several times while you're waiting.
They're infidels.
Yeah, so
they're
there's just
infidels.
like thunk, and you're like squinting. You take an arrow in the neck, and there's blood, and you
Yeah.
draw. And you,
Yeah.
but in the process, I think all 3 of them shoot you with their crossbows.
Okay.
So you'll take 4, 7 damage.
And the 2 from 4 is 9.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine. Everything's fine over
Yeah,
here.
you're good. But you're now peppered with crossbows.
Yeah,
And then
sure.
you kill all 3 of
Yeah,
them.
absolutely.
And they
Yes.
simultaneously slump
Sweet.
to the earth. Yeah, their blood feeding the field. So now you want to destroy that trombone?
Oh,
what were you doing?
So I was thinking, so they have a trombone that's like, everything's bad alarm. What if I pull out my clarinet from deep within my fursuit and I pull it out and I toot out and everything is fine alarm? Can I do that?
A counter charm.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool,
I mean,
cool,
you're familiar with the rights of the land. There's like an alternate clarinet noise for. So I guess like they would have to just play the everything's fine clarinet all the time.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's still
We're all
fine.
out
It's
here.
good. We're still good.
We're all good here.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This is a
So
very strange religion.
okay. How is your?
7? Wait, I have an 8. Because
Okay.
I have a +2.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So an 8. Someone in the camp, maybe the high Macarenist,
The high macarena.
Lou Vega.
Very high
Someone knows that things are not quite right. They're like, that's not the right clarinet anti-warning.
fine.
But everyone else is like, the alarm level is lowered, and Now that everything is fine, there's an old woman that emerges from her hut looking for her new husband.
Where's my exfoliated?
You've all like moved away. Like she can't see you. She comes out disappointedly to look for you, but you can press on. You don't have to go back and fulfill your husbandly duties.
I'm gonna feel a little bad because I had to go back and take another meeting.
Yeah.
But so, is there any other bogeys that are looking to pelt us and turn us into a cactus?
Let's just be clear here. So you've dealt with the current situation, but also your cleric is standing there unrobed in a pair of boots,
Nice.
just standing before you.
I think I'll take one of the down tools,
And let's do this old hat. And I'll take one of the bloodied robes of the Macarenas.
Yeah, yeah.
And what's the nice robes that you do when you wear after you've been husband?
I have literally no idea what's happening in your head right
Vestments?
now, but I'm so excited to hear what comes out of your mouth.
What are you saying?
Like a toga, like a
The special, what is
cloak.
that? Come
The
on,
raiments,
everybody,
the-
you know the word.
Raiments.
You know
I
that
like
word
that.
for the special robe you wear after a cultist, an old cultist kidnaps you and makes you your husband.
There's
a
nice
word.
robes that you wear.
I know it in
After
French,
you've
but I
been
can't remember the
husband.
English word for it.
So, but I'll.
Okay, so we see you put on the robe, but remember, you're giant and they're not, so the robe only comes in with like
Yes.
a belly button.
Yeah. Awesome. You need to use one of the other robes as a skirt.
No, just
Or
Winnie
two-
the
two
Pooh it.
robes.
It's fine. No big deal. Yeah.
Well, now I'm
The
going.
robe stops here and cowboy.
I was about to say, yeah,
There's
your
so
robe
many
cock.
of them
Right.
that don't have
You gotta be
Hands.
careful though, or your stuff will get sunburned. But yeah, I mean, as long as they only look at you from the belly button up in your crop top robe.
For the record, you get very weird deadlines.
Everything
You know,
is fine.
At this point, we got to keep disrupting the ritual. Like we've laid it out literally, and we've got to keep pressing forward because we haven't fully disrupted the ritual.
Yeah,
right?
no, you like they've actually returned to the ritual because they heard the dulcet tones of the all's.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, the
Right.
all's good clarinet.
Everything is normal.
You know that to play a clarinet, you don't just shout into it, right?
I always assumed it was like kazoo.
Yeah, you just put your mouth on it and you
It's
yell
pretty good
with
then.
your mouth closed.
Can
into the clarinet.
I send a requisition request to Phil for salt?
You don't have your earpiece. You left it. You left it
But
behind.
we're traveling with somebody who bakes. Maybe she's got salt.
I've got like a bandolier of spices. Like
You
a
got
spice
some-
bandolier.
I'm just wondering if we could salt the earth.
Probably you need more salt and like a tractor. And
So is there like a
you have
lead?
heard stories that there is a vehicle that serves as a bus, tractor, land excavator somewhere out in the land, but you've never seen this fabled bus, tractor.
When Trin played the clarinet of Everything's Fine, and
Yeah.
was there
Yeah,
one
you
cultist?
didn't
was there
notice
like a,
this was like off screen.
Okay.
But like the Thulsa Doom of the
Yes,
Macarena
yes.
knows deep
Ah,
down.
okay.
Yeah, that there's something.
As we
wrong.
approach, and she
Yeah.
continues playing,
So-
do we notice that one of them is like more?
So yeah,
kinda
here's
like,
the thing.
what's going on
You
up there?
approach the edge of the pit, and you look down, and in the Macarena, you see arranged around the outside. You see everyone getting ready for their sacred gestures. As is tradition, in the bottom, you see they've constructed a wicker old dirty bastard next to a marble statue of Mariah Carey.
Of course.
Down in the center of the pit. And there is a dais upon which the high cultist is standing. If we were to cast this, he's played by John Waters. And he has his long robes. He's all spindly and lich-like, as John Waters is. And he's standing, and he's looking. Yeah, you crawl up to the edge to look over, and you see him, and he's looking nervous, like he knows something is wrong. But the rest of the cultists are preparing for that.
Do you mind if I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
Is my employee still part of the system?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Is there a chance that I could convince him to go down into the rites and rituals to kind of start, either like doing the ritual wrong, or make some kind of disruption beyond what the correct way of doing stuff is?
Yeah. I mean, he's much less effective at doing literally everything than you are.
Okay.
So you're almost certainly sending him to his death.
That's fine. He's probably not going to get paid anyway.
I was about to say, this is the life of an unpaid intern.
Yes.
Go and die for your job. Okay.
And bring
It's
back
good
coffee.
experience.
Yeah.
You get the exposure.
Exposure.
And when
That's
you
what EXP stands for.
and when you're reincarnated, you could put this on your resume.
Ah, okay.
You know.
All right. So Yeah. So you want to try to get this nameless employee to be a distraction?
I would love to send my nameless employee to go fetch. Shit. Fetch his demise.
Right. Yes. Okay. Are you going to let him know that he's dying for?
Oh, absolutely not. I'm going to tell him that this is your chance to show Phil that you really mean business.
Yeah.
And you've got all your friends down there, and bring them up to me, because then we're going to have this conversation and try to see if we can get you a finder's fee for every single person that you bring.
Let's roll to convince him.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes.
All right.
This seems a broken system. Could I have taken trombone from Stan?
Yeah, if you want to have brought it with you,
I will.
sure.
I
Yeah, so we
brought
hear a grinding
trombone.
noise and wonder like
Ripped
where's Starch, and then you just drag this thing over. Now all you need is a giant Commander Riker to play it.
Seven.
You know, 7?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna roll. So
Okay.
you convince him, but he is captured and murdered immediately.
Oh,
So you're just like, go on down there, and then someone, like, he walks down a little ways, he gets to the first cultist he sees, someone screams interloper, and then he's killed with a bunch of knives.
Well, it was worth a try. You never know if you try.
Right, exactly.
Oh, he blew his one shot.
Yeah.
So-
He died as he lived.
In servitude, doing bad things. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah. Okay.
thank
All right.
you.
So you're clustered around the edge. You know that somewhere up above you, John Wayne is watching to see if you were able to defeat this Macarena cult. What are you gonna do? What's the plan?
Well, let's huddle up and discuss. So far we've got the makings of a jam band. We got a clarinet. We got a trombone. I figure you can sing. Let's make this work.
Fight music with music.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you could try to.
this is way to do it. We play our own sacred hymn.
Cha-cha slide.
I guess I got a skin flute, so let's do this.
Way to make it work, bud.
I mean, what's the ultimate goal here? Like, we're going to try and convert them. How many cultists are there?
I mean, there's like a village, a hateful village where, these agrarians.
Can we like proton stream it where we're crossing the streams?
mean, yeah,
between
like,
It
two
ends up
musics?
coming down to dance, the battle of bands.
Yeah.
Dance off.
Yes.
If you'd like to overpower them with some kind of like clarinet, barbarian played trumpet
Yes.
situation, and then you're naked, and that's a thing. And if you would like to observe stoically,
I mean, I could sing.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do
yeah.
Oh, you're gonna
traditional
sing?
Well,
dance.
I've got an ability called I Am the Law,
Okay.
right? Where I can give an NPC a command.
Oh, that's so
I
good.
could
So-
sing
yeah.
a command
This
to
is
them.
great. It
And-
suddenly turns into a Rodgers and Hammerstein
Yeah,
production of
absolutely.
whatever the fuck this is.
Oklahoma.
Okay, right, good.
Yes, actually, yes.
Except it's fantasy, so it doesn't have to be Orklahoma.
Oklahoma. That is the name of this adventure.
I'm
This adventure
so
is called
mad.
Oklahoma.
That's it. Go home, everybody. I'm done. Okay.
Wait, would you allow me to produce this thing? Can I get like the lights in the fog machine?
Conduct.
And
Usually, this slightly cracked out, half-naked guy is the producer. sorry. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the two of you musically accompany your paladin friend, as your paladin friend determines, like, gives the law, the order of law to these heathens.
In lyric form.
Yeah, in song form,
Yes.
to make them stop tilling the land and instead take up the lonely life of a wandering cowboy.
Yeah.
Can I like do a on him with an arcane art and give him
Yeah.
a +2? That'd be great.
Definitely, yeah.
All
So
right.
you're a bard, so you're better at helping people with things.
Right.
So go ahead and roll your arcane art, which is based on your charisma.
Okay. I got a 12.
Nice. It is the most inspiring clarinet playing you've ever
Wow.
heard.
She got really good at that really fast.
Yeah. So this
Everything is
beautiful the song of All Clear fades and becomes instead an incredibly inspiring clarinet solo. I can't personally envision what that looks like, and I imagine things for my living. So whatever it is, just
I
think
cannot
about it.
imagine this, and I imagine things.
do you want me to paint
I
the
am a
picture for you?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So I'm like this, 5 foot tall, like elf, tiny chipmunk. And I'm shaking my tail feather a little bit, and I'm like, everything is great. And then just like a plume of like glitter comes out of my clarinet, and just it sets the scene. And then suddenly there's like a smoke machine and a spotlight on you.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Great.
Excellent. Okay, yeah, the heavens open up. You feel very inspired. So you get a +2 to your roll. Would you like also to help?
There is no greater mortal pleasure than music, and I support her playing with my trombone.
Perfect.
I
Bring up the low end, hell yeah.
Yeah, do it. So you're gonna roll with your constitution because it requires mighty lungs to play this horrible instrument.
good.
Horribly divine.
7.
Okay, 7. Okay, all right. So
Qualified
it's gonna
success.
cost you. It's gonna cost you dearly. You're gonna take a shit ton of damage as you blow out your tiny halfling lungs trying to play this enormous trombone.
This
We
giant,
see, yeah. So your
giant war
face,
trombone.
yeah, your face is turning blue, and you're just like, your spirit is just sucking through your puffed up face into the trombone. There are pie crumbs flying out the end of it.
Oh, gross.
You are going to take, let's see, 12 damage.
Okay.
Do you survive?
I do.
Oh yeah, nice.
I am
Okay.
very hardy.
All right. So the mighty sound of the trombone, the divine trombone, blows into the air, and you are ready to deliver your impassioned. So you're getting a +3. To your
Yeah,
roll.
I'm gonna tell. I'm a writer, but I have no idea what this character would say
Right.
to inspire these people to stop partying and start smoking and put spurs on.
Right. Stop doing the Macarena.
Yeah,
Stop your
yeah.
agriculture.
And come be a
Smoke
cowboy.
cigarettes.
I'm probably gonna quote John Wayne, but I can't think of a John Wayne quote. Is that all appropriate?
Okay, good. With a manly grunt and a stare.
So this is a charisma check, right? And I'm pointing to John Waters. Right? No.
What'd you get?
No. I got 2, 4, 5, 5.
You only got a 5 with a +3.
Well, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There you go. Because you have your +3. So you wouldn't have been able to do it on your own.
No. No,
but-
definitely not.
Okay, so it incurs this greatest of divine miracles, this mass conversion. This is probably the greatest single conversion since the opening of the gates of Cowboy Valhalla to the elves back in the year 24. So you will certainly be canonized as a saint among your
sweet!
people. But
St. Durgan!
it costs you dearly.
Oh,
what
yeah, 'cause-
what is the great cost that you must pay to convert these heathens?
I think that in the process of my impassioned speech, I pulled out my 6 guns and I went to fire them into the sky, and now they have misfired. And not only am I in pain because my guns exploded, but I have now denied my 6 guns.
Ah, excellent. Okay, so you've given up your ability to do that most manly of acts and murder people.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way with like a sword or something.
Or your bare hand.
Yeah, my bare hand. I'm gonna have to choke people with my bare hand.
Right. Okay,
Yes.
great. So you discard these 2 6-guns into the earth as we see the cultists begin to don bolo ties and
Yes!
Stetsons.
Yes! My people, yes!
And
Come forth!
yeah, and at last we see the high cultist, as played by John Waters, put a rhinestone-studded cowboy hat and vest on, and ride one of the other cultists off into the sunset. So you, witnessing this divine miracle with a tear in your eye, you can see the mighty converting work of your friend.
And I'm so happy that Phil has cowboyism as a client.
Yeah, exactly,
So,
right?
yes.
Yeah, the waters are raising all ships. And I think the last sort of scene is of you from the waist up, of course. And you feel a dry, wizened hand cup one of your buttocks as your elderly wife approaches to take you back to complete the husbanding ritual. And we mercifully fade to black. And that is our episode. Excellent. Well, normally this would be the part where I invite you to come back and to watch the next one, but this was the last episode of Once More Unto the Dungeon World. So thank you to everybody for watching in the audience, for you watching at home on chat, and I want to give everybody a chance to let people at home and people here know where they can find you if they thought you were funny, which I did. So, so yeah, where can people find you if they want to keep up on what you're up to?
If for some godforsaken reason you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Trin and Tonic. It's like a gin and tonic, but with a me in it. I'm Trin.
As good as the outro, you were good at the intro. Good, you're great at this.
I'm Erika Ishii, and you can find me on Geek and Sundry's Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Geek and Sundry, my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Erika Ishii, or on Twitter at Erika Ishii, ERIKAISHII.
Thanks, Erika.
I'm Ivan Van Norman. I'm a publisher, host, and producer for Geek and Sundry and other places, and I have been formerly husband. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this.
Cool, cool. And Matt?
I am Saint Durgan. You can find me on YouTube at Matt Colville.
Excellent, cool. Thank you, everybody. I'm Adam Coble. You can find me on twitch.tv/Adam Coble or Twitter at Skinny Ghost. And you can find this game and have your own stupid fun at dungeon-world.com. I hope your players are as great as mine were. Thank you for coming, everybody. We will see you next time.
Yay!